somehow an infringement has been caused. So ball playing to exactly. Ball goes to Murphy on the left side. Exactly left back. An awkward looking kick from Murphy towards the Paradise side with a throw. It's actually 83 degrees Celsius today, Trevor, which is pretty warm, but it's getting a bit cooler as the evening progresses. So yeah, ball to Paradise, still looking dangerous. And exactly have to be extremely careful as the Paradise side keep testing their defense this evening. And maybe that insurmountable wall will fall. Left foot shot coming in, wide of the goal bar. Nothing too dangerous at all. So in the 21st minute, for those of you logging on, it's exactly 0. Paradise Masters F's 50 edition 0.
So with that, Andrew Gooding, left foot strike, took a deflection, and Gooding will in fact go across and take the corner kick. He's going to need to fix that corner flag just a little bit as he tosses it to the right hand side so he can get a good angle on the cross. Floats one. In fact, he doesn't float it, he drives one near post and doesn't have the accuracy to find any of his own players. Goal kick to the Exactly Unified Masters. 22 minutes on the clock as we await that very first goal, headed towards the half-time whistle as per usual. Prediction time. Any goals within the first half, Kelvin?
Well, it's a 60-40% possession, with 60% going to the Paradise side. Ball given away to them again. So if there to be any goals in this first half, most likely will be Paradise. But we know that possession does not necessarily win the game. But if we were to go on possession, it looks as though Paradise, the 50 edition, would perhaps score first. A change in left back for the Exactly side. Murphy off. A new player in. Paradise somehow still winning the ball a lot on this right side, Trevor. They're penetrating the left side of Exactly quite easily, and perhaps if Exactly were to take count, they will realize perhaps that's where they need to strengthen their team. A true ball for Exactly, well taken by the ever-fit Griffith for Paradise. Goes to Albert Brathwaite, the seasoned goalkeeper.
So this is Brown, Junior Brown, in towards Gooding.
And let me say that Junior Brown is perhaps one of my favorite over 50 players. Very calm, cool, manages his height very well. Ball taken now, looking dangerously. Still in the possession of Exactly. Will they keep it on? No. Very good call from the Lions official. So now it's a throw to Paradise side. In the 23rd minute. 0-0.
Yep, so there's Junior Downs trying to keep that ball in. Unsuccessful win in number 10 for the Exactly Unified Masters. Throwing then to Newton's Paradise 50s edition. Comes inside, finds Griffith. Griffith over to Crony. Crony with the little inside pass as Paradise look to put together a number of those passes. Swept down the left from Jones into David Bess. Crony moving and leaving the ball behind and then having to sprint back for it. Here's Griffith. Sean, that is. Finds David Bess. He tries to dribble, but the defender is too smart for that. Ball down the left-hand side for Paradise, which is Exactly's right-hand side. And also over the touchline as well. That's a corner. It looks like a corner kick to Paradise after
Sadiq Hill's
25 minutes.
So just to give you some stats, Trevor, Paradise with 3 shots on goal, Exactly with 2, Paradise with 3 corners, Exactly yet to be awarded 1. So based on those stats, Paradise is advancing a more threatening game than Exactly at this point in time, with at least a 65 to 35 percentage possession. Let's see how the game will finish at halftime.
That ball hopping over the fence there. I suspect it should come back very shortly if there's a spectator or two lurking. If not, they'll need a fresh one. As we alert Julian to that measure. In fact, they're going to retrieve it themselves. Actually, into the 25th minute for sure. At present, still 0-0. Not a massive amount of goal-mouth action either, as referee Sadiq Hill has a word with his first assistant referee in Andrew Herbert, and they've conversed, something that they've seen that they're concerned about, I guess. And into that 26th minute we are. Griffith will find, in fact, that's a right foot shot coming in and it trickles off. A couple of deflections there. Andrew Gooden getting the snapshot, but the ball trickling out. Not enough time to call another play there, as Sadiq Hill puts his whistle to his mouth and brings the half to a close. Half-time here in the first game of the evening. Paradise Masters 50s edition 0. Exactly Unified Masters 0. Lots more in the second half, but before we go there, we'll have a word from Kelvin Scott and let him sum up the afternoon's proceedings so far. Some advertisements, then we come back for the second half. Kelvin.
Yes, Trevor, in my opinion, a relatively lackluster game, but we understand the conditions. We were perhaps expecting a bit more fight and toss from the two teams, but as it stands, it's 0-0. With Paradise with a 65 to 35% possession. More shots on goal than the Exactly side, and hopefully the Exactly side now going from right to left would perhaps create a bit more danger in the second half.
So as we head towards that half-time break and some ads from our sponsors, of course, a reminder of the games to come. At present, it is Paradise Masters 50th edition up against Exactly Unified at 3. Half-time here, 0-0 the score. Up next in the 4 p.m. encounter, Mapp West Haggett Hall taking on Trents. And the final game of the evening, Empire Masters against Benfica Masters in a 5 p.m. clash. Carlton Wanderers with a bye this evening. Yesterday, of course, Blackrock Masters 0. Winston Enterprises Bayland Masters 3. To be precise, and then it was the Gregory Lalo Goodwin Shaw Wildy Royalty 2, RX Pro Vintage Masters 0. Lots more from us here at CSA and the BIMFC's OBL-FIT for 2023 as we go to those ads, and we say thank you very much to our sponsors.
Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. BTMI, in association with Commentator Sports Incorporated CSA and the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC, welcomes back the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament to the beautiful island of Barbados. BIMFC presents the best of local and overseas veterans footballers in a ding-dong battle, no-stopping, table-topping, jaw-dropping football contest. Don't miss a single penalty kick, flick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details.
Hi, I'm Renee, and we are absolutely looking forward to welcoming you to Infinity on the Beach. We offer staycations, and the reason people choose us is because we're located right in the heart of the Gap, within walking distance of everything, but when you come back to the hotel, you have your own respite. We are right on the beautiful Dover Beach, so we provide the perfect location for that mix of local excitement and entertainment and relaxing time on the beach. If you walk out of the hotel in either direction, left or right, you have a choice of restaurants, nightlife, and amenities. So you never lack for anything to do. And when you come back to our property, you have a number of things you can choose from as well, including our beautiful Stefan's Beach Bar and Restaurant. The reason that many locals choose us, however, is because they say that when they come to stay with us, we make them feel like a tourist. And we're very, very proud of that fact. So please, when you're looking for somewhere to spend that relaxing weekend getaway, we invite you to come stay with us at Infinity on the Beach.
Goalkeeper Sports Bar, Licorice Village, Minor Chill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 427-3168. Mobile number 826-0137. Lunchtime, Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. On Wednesdays, cow heel soup. Fridays, meal cuckoo. Saturday mornings, sauce. Friday night, karaoke starts at 8 p.m. The Goalkeeper Sports Bar, 427-3168 and 826-0137.
Seafans Beach Bar and Restaurant, the hidden gem nestled in Infinity on the Beach Hotel in St. Lawrence Gap, is open. We ensure that you can safely enjoy breakfast, lunch and dinner in our open-air setting, offering a sumptuous selection of tasty, affordable and locally themed dishes from our popular breakfast, our delectable lunch menu, and let's not forget our mouth-watering dinner. Seafans Beach Bar and Restaurant, every day, every meal.
Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch. You can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop.
Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as 78 Barbados dollars daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery, fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com, and our Facebook is Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCards accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. This
and a quick reminder then, it is the Paradise team in the yellow jerseys, yellow shorts and yellow socks, kicking from right to left. Yes, they've switched sides. Ball played over to the right hand side. Sprinting away is David Bess. He doesn't necessarily reach it in time, and exactly Unified coming out of their defence now on the left hand side. 26 on our clocks here at CSI. And on 26 minutes then, 0-0 the score between the yellow of Paradise and the orange of Exactly Unified. Good evening again to you, Kelvin.
Yes, we're hoping that both sides would pick it up. The sun has cooled down a bit. You know, that outside was extremely hot for that 3 o'clock encounter. You know, as the temperature cools, we're hoping that both of the sides will pick it up in terms of their heat playing. We now get the team sheet from exactly.
So here we have it, second half action. As we pick it up with Paradise in control of the ball. Gooding. This time finding Griffith. Looks to stroke one through the space. And all the way back to goalkeeper Mapp, David Mapp. And the clearance made as well. That will go over the touchline. Paradise with the throw. Alvin Jones finds Gooding again. Cuts inside. Almost a 180 turn. Floats a 45-yarder across to the right-hand side. Immediately bringing Peter Newton, the scorer of the most important goal in international Masters football of 2022. Down the line. That's Griffith, John Griffith. But yeah, Newton scored the most important goal. That's the shot coming in wide of the mark as Paradise continue now to press from the right side into the middle. And the right foot shot coming in. Didn't disturb keeper Mapp on this occasion. But Paradise are getting closer, Kelvin. And the closer you get, the more likely they are to score the first goal.
Very, very threatening. 4 shots so far on goal. 3 in the first half, 1 so far in the second half. In just about 2 or 3 minutes of play. So that's a good indication as to the intentions of Paradise for this second half. They're the favorites coming into this game. But so far they have not really shown the why they're the favorites. We know they're leading in terms of stats, but they need to put something in the iron bags on Trevor. So ball playing left to right in the Paradise defense. The ball now going to John Griffith, the right winger. But unfortunately, too much ball, as the expression goes. And danger well averted by the left back. For exactly. Ball into Paradise again. Final third, a little stumble on the difficulty of the field, and Paradise now with the ball in their possession. But somehow the official, Sadiq Hill, calls an infringement, so the ball is to be played by exactly.
So yes, the officials this evening, Sadiq Hill is your center referee. First assistant, Andrew Herbert on the far side. Second assistant, Corey Lewis on this near side. All dressed in green jerseys this evening. And that ball over the touchline. Paradise will breathe a lot easier now that they have the possession. The ball is with former national goalkeeper in Albert Brathwaite, wearing the number 25. He distributes to Griffith. And Griffith into Junior Brown in the centre of the field. Pushes it forward. Little left foot pass. Wayward. Crony, we're going to put that right foot in. He decides to take it out. That's good advice. On the left-hand side, as Newton goes past one man. He's still in possession as he makes his way from that final third into the middle third of the field. Ball played down the right. Sets John Griffith free. Strides away. Will look to float one into the box now. Good defensive work from Exactly Unified, and the clearance from goalkeeper David Mapp at the same time. Only finds another Paradise man as Griffith is set free down the right. First touch is good. Second touch is into the box. Defensive tactics from Exactly Unified, and the ball over the touchline on this near side. Current score 0-0 between Exactly Unified Masters and Paradise Masters 50s edition. Remember, Paradise in the yellow kit this evening. That's a pull of the arm by a new inductee to Paradise. Referee wants to have a word. He's doing the best thing. He could have easily pulled the yellow card, because that's a yellow card offence. Kelvin, pulling of the shirt, pulling of the arm.
Definitely.
Instead, he does a wise thing. The game flowing nicely, decides to give a word of advice to the player there. from the Exactly Unified Masters. I think that's Ricardo Clark, wearing number 16.
And we must comment on the excellent adjudication of the game by Sadiq Hill, the main ref in the middle, calling a very decent game, keeping the tempers in check. Exactly.
So Paradise setting up with what looks like a back four. Junior Brown, Elvin Griffith in the centre, Alvin Jones 18, and Peter Newton on the right hand side. Here's the other Griffith with the ball across the box. Clearance made again from Jervis Burgess, centre back for Exactly Unified Masters. That seems to be the linchpin. They're not able to break down this defence consisting of Burgess,
and he's
Howell wearing number 5 as well.
Strong game, former Nascimento player. Really controlling that back line of Exactly and creating lots of difficulty for the talented Paradise side. And sometimes, Trevor, that's all you need. You need one good, strong defender that controls the back line and creates that difficulty and an impenetrable wall. But now it's Crony. Danger man. Ball well taken by Brathwaite.
So Best getting his, perhaps about his 3rd or 4th touch. I'm sure he could have volleyed that with his left foot. Instead he chose to try to bring it down and it slipped off the boot. And immediately we saw a sigh of relief from David Mapp in the bar, because he knew that could be coming at him 60, 70 miles an hour with the type of pedigree that Best will normally provide. Here's Griffith, ball inside, out comes goalkeeper Mapp. Averts any danger, and the score remains Exactly Unified Masters 0, Paradise Masters 50s edition 0, on to the 34th minute here at the Empire Club, Pavilion Road, Bank Hall, St. Michael, Barbados. West Indies in the Caribbean. Next two teams up. We'll get to warming up just now. Mapp West Haggett Hall against Trents in the 4 p.m. matchup, followed by Empire Masters and Benfica in the 5. Here's Gooding into Best. Best spots it outside to Gibson. Back to Best. The low 1-2 played. Ball a little bit sore from Best on this occasion. His quality is normally very good, but I haven't seen him playing for quite some time, so perhaps he's going to need to get a bit more into the game and into Masters football as well. I haven't seen him for quite some time, meaning years as far as Masters football. Been on a bit of a sabbatical, but hoping for him to play here and then continue into the BIMFC International.
Shot coming in. Just spurred away by the goalkeeper. Looks like a corner kick. No. Being signaled for a goal kick by referee Sadiq Hill. That was a very interesting attempt by Paradise, making it 5 shots on goal, but nothing touching the nets as yet.
So Gooding into the defender there as Brown again finding Andrew Gooding. Gooding again, too much space on it, past Gibson's boot and over the touchline for Exactly Unified Masters throwing this near side. They'll go with the throw down the right hand side. Again, into touch it goes. Exactly continue to make progress. Looking more like 50% possession, but still no goals. So that equation seems to have gone out the window a bit. Possession is good, but no goals suggests that none of the two are on target this evening, and it'll take a brave man to perhaps get to the point of predicting who will score. Here's Crony, delicious ball down the right.
Looking for
Crony
John again. Ball to David Best, and somehow John Griffith has passed 4 balls from the right side. He's onside. This is looking dangerous across the box. Well averted by the goalkeeper. So So goalkeeper. Corner kick.
Yeah, we understand it's Down Syndrome week coming up very shortly. And we will represent however we can to support as well. Thank you very much. 37 on our clocks here. Corner kick to Paradise. Griffith with it on the right. 5-6 to aim for, including Goodin at the edge of the box. Gibson at the near post. Crony right on the keeper. David Best is there as well. That ball towards Gibson. Comes off his shoulder or something of this sort last. And Sadiq Hill seeing that one as a goal kick. 38 on our clocks here. 0-0 between Exactly Unified Masters in the orange jersey and Paradise Masters 50th edition. The yellow submarine in all yellow, trimmed with black. As we say, good evening to Keith Grell Griffith, just chilling and waiting for his stint at the commentary table.
I was not about to mention him, one of my mentors.
So there you have it.
Keep it going on 11, that we used to know. But no, sorry.
Coming up next, the big matchup between Mapp West Haggett Hall and Trents Masters. We understand that I have a man by the name of
Everton Licorice.
Yeah, Everton Licorice alias Kunta. We hope that his name is going to be on the tip of our tongues for the right reason.
For the right reason.
And not the wrong reason. But we'll see. He has a lot of talk. He needs to back it up with some action.
He just told me, Trevor, that expect something magical from him. So
That's exactly what we'll do. Griffith can't keep it in. Over the touchline. Exactly Unified goal kick on 39 minutes.
And so far, the majority of balls being played through Griffith on that right side. Seems to be the stronger of the two attackers for Paradise team. And exactly just giving the ball away to Paradise quite easily. So Paradise in possession again. Best. Trying something, nothing too special. Exactly giving it away again to Paradise. Crony.
So the touch ball continues. That one coming off. Oh, it's in! Squeezing in at the near post. David Best. Not from the West, but definitely one of my strike partners in the days when Wanderers used to win the international. Best has done it. And therefore, one or two guys will zip it up because you know he's good enough on the night. Paradise Masters 50th edition 1. Exactly Unified Masters 0. Best from 22 yards out. Dipping, curling, and squeezing in at the near post to make it 1-0 to Paradise Masters 50th edition over Exactly Unified Masters on 40 minutes.
Yes, Trevor. A relatively what we may consider a soft goal in the 40th minute, but after 6 shots on goal, something is about to happen. Rather, something is bound to happen. This is Richard Wood. He has been a bit quiet in this game, knowing what he can offer.
So again now, Best in possession, the goal scorer will float one over to Richard Wood, who's in a central position. He'll fire. Ball trickles off of the defender last, and John Griffith can't reach it. In fact, that's not Griffith, that would be Brian Brewster wearing the 6. The ball took a deflection, first of all, and made its way over the goal line. Corner kick to Paradise, the in the ascendancy after 40 minutes. David Best with the shot. Didn't look really convincing, but eventually misread by David Mapp as the ball went from David to David and ended up into the back of the net. Says Griffith with the shot. Saved. Yes, it is by Mapp. He's been busy, very busy. The busiest of the two keepers in this half for sure as Paradise put the pressure on and turn up the heat on Exactly Unified Masters. At present, Paradise Masters 50th edition 1. Exactly Unified Masters 0. Here's Paradise again with Richard Wood. Green, red boots and all. Tickles it past 1. Will fire the right foot. Ooh, close to that. Left upright, but off target. Score remains Paradise Masters 50th edition 1. Exactly Unified 0. 42 on our clocks here. Kelvin.
We have 7 shots on goal from Paradise. And 1 touching the back of the nets. And 6 corners. So they're showing by means of stats that they're meaning business. A very dangerous looking clearance. Ball to Richard Wood. He's beginning to fire up. So Paradise in possession, playing it quite calmly. Momentum well built up after that goal from David Bess. So in the 43rd minute, it's Paradise 1, Exactly 0. And now it's a free kick. It looks as though Richard Wood, his spectacularly red boots, will take this one. And about 45 yards out or so into the box. Nothing too special. Ball on the foot of Wood again. Interesting cross and a shot. Just over the wall. We need to get a ball official to retrieve that one.
Yeah, good move. A bit of versatility there from the Paradise team. Instead of going line and cutting it to the penalty spot, they went 6-yard box rather than penalty spot with that cut back, and therefore tricked the Exactly Unified into going to near post. And then the shot was taken, which should have ended up in the far post. But of course, the passage of play and the execution wasn't all in sync, and the ball went over the crossbar instead of into the back of the net. But good move, and you see that Paradise are actually thinking a little deeper how they're going to beat this Exactly Unified team. They're up by the odd goal scored by David Bess on 40 minutes from about 20 yards out. But they'll need a security goal. They need a second goal to put the Exactly team away. If not, Exactly could come storming back. One of the hardest results to keep a hold of is a 1-0 lead, because it's one mistake and the team comes back at you. 2 is better, 3 is they've gone for sure. Here's Gibson, ball across. That's a superb ball at far post. Best goes.
Oh,
Keeper tries as well.
Cleared by Murphy.
Yeah, as Mapp went down, he took a little bit of a tumble, and therefore he could not keep his hands on it. And if David Bess was alert enough, like how he was in the past, that would have been past Mapp in a flash to give him his brace of goals. But he's now getting into the swing of things, as we can see here for sure. And I reckon that by the end of this season, he'll have 3 or 4 to his tally. Got 1 so far. And therefore, we'll see how he pans out through the rest of the season here. Here's Exactly Unified up front and center. 2 anxious suggest that they've run into an offside position as well. And therefore, give the ball up to Paradise, so we'll go down the right this time again now. As they're on the move, they're cock-a-hoop. They know they've got the first goal already. It's just a matter of time for them. Keep on playing the way they're playing, and they will put pressure on this Exactly Unified team and maybe get a reward for it. Wood again. Ball last seen, heading over the fence again as Richard Wood continues to recalibrate his right foot shot from 20 yards. Last night, the header that he scored for the Carlton ATP was 6 yards away, and therefore the calibration was bang on from 18 now. I don't know what's gone wrong since last night. Not even 24 hours, but he's not hitting the target at all, Kelvin.
Well, it's his third shot in 7 minutes. 3 shots in 7 minutes, 9 shots in all by Paradise. And he's yet to keep this ball a bit lower and perhaps create some difficulty for the goalkeeper of Exactly.
What I can say is, the thing is, with strikers, some of them get discouraged as soon as they miss one or they miss two.
And they shouldn't.
But he's one that he will keep on trying until it hits the back of the net, which is the way a striker has to be. Because every day isn't Christmas, basically. You can miss a few and then still get a hat-trick at the end of the day. But for sure, if you score your first one, you're more likely to get a hat-trick if you score your first one early. And he's not in line for a hat-trick here for sure, having missed those 2 there. But for sure, he could still get his name on the score sheet as well. That's Richard Wood. As we speak about him, he passes the ball over to the left. And Paradise continue to try to conjure up something here into an offside position. Goes there, number 9, a man out of UK, England, Tim Smith. As we say good evening to his family, who I met probably about 2 weeks ago, and they told us, we always locked on to your live stream, Trevor. And I said, well, okay, just send me a message, and we'll make sure that you're always locked and loaded, so that when Tim comes on the field, we can call his name. He's a good striker as well. He has a number of goals for this Paradise team since he's joined, and I would expect him to do a lot more now. He's put the elbow up on this occasion, and he's brought that edge out of the UK. The elbows strong and physical.
Using both feet and hands.
But illegal this time around.
Yes. That makes a good striker, Trevor, as I'm sure that you're aware, being a striker yourself. Using hands as well as feet. Ball being played onside. Exactly. Ball coming in, looks like a handball. Well called by referee Sadiq Hill, who's having an extremely good game here this evening. So Exactly yet to do something magical in this second half. In the first half, they were a bit more threatening. Ball goes to the far right to Paradise. Ball inside the box. A little mistake. Goal number 2 from Best. It's his second in the 49th minute.
Not quite. That's Barrington Carrington.
Oh, Carrington.
Yeah, he said the Best. They both carry the same hairstyle.
Yes.
But I know that when he swiveled, he looked a little bit different from Best. His posture and positioning, and he's wearing the number 11 instead. Barrington Carrington, or Barton Carrington as they call him these days. Paradise on 49, heading for 50 minutes. Have the brace that they're looking for. It's 2-0, a 2-goal cushion. First goal coming from David Best on 40 minutes, and smack bang on 50. Barton Carrington makes it 2-0. All 3 points in the bag for the Yellow Submarine from Dover, known as Paradise Masters 50's edition. Paradise Masters 50's edition 2, Exactly Unified Masters 0. Kelvin.
Yes. It was destined to come based on the playing. Right now the possession is down to 80-20. Now Exactly in possession. A change of winger. Looking to create a level of difficulty now in the final third. Another shot on goal, and referee Sadiq Hill has brought this game to a close. So it's Paradise 50 edition 2. Exactly 0.
Yeah, precisely. This is, the competition continues to be fierce, keen. You name it, it's all happening here. And therefore, we take a quick hop, skip, and a jump to the standings. I will say that Wildy Royalty virtual their victory yesterday evening, that 2-0 victory over RX Pro Vintage Masters, moved to 16 points. Paradise grabbed 3 more here, and he's on into second spot with 14. Trents a third on 11. Then comes RX Pro Vintage Masters as well into 4th spot. But at this point in time, Paradise moving closer to Wildy Royalty. Full time here in this particular matchup. Up next, it is the Mapp West Haggett Hall coming up against Trents Masters as the drone pilot goes airborne with our certified drone pilot. And we're looking to get some clips of some of these matches coming here this evening. History being created again by the Masters as our drone is positioned and stationed above the clubhouse, just getting ready for Mapp West Haggett Hall up against Trents Masters. And if he stays around long enough, he'll get some glimpses of Empire Masters and Benfica in the 50s. All 50s this evening at the Empire Club. And with it, we go to our advertisements, some refreshments, and we come back for live coverage of the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classics, All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament, OBL-FIT 2023, the 50s version. Lots more after our advertisements.
Right, chair gonna move.
I'm glad we got you going there. We need every cent. Not getting anything? Are you on? I ain't got no problem? I have not touched anything, Jerry.
Richard! What?
Still nothing? Alright. I'm gonna unplug and plug back in. Let's see if that works. See if I could.
And we're back for more action here in the 2023 Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC's All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament over 50s competition today. Yesterday we had the over 35s coming out rocking and rolling with those matches as well. And tonight, this evening, we go with the 50s. On your screens, it's Mapp West Haggett Hall in the red jerseys, black shorts and black socks, kicking from left to right. Mapp West Haggett Hall, and they're up against the best from the west. Trents Masters, all over black, splashed with yellow across the chest and around the back of the jersey. Trents going from right to left this evening. And for those on the YouTube channel, look out for those aerial video shots from our top. There he has it. He's heard me. And we're high above the Empire facility. We'll bring you all action, every single kick, free kick, set play, depot situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Right here at the BIMFC's All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament. You can reach us on our YouTube channel. Remember, that's BIMFC Masters. Like, follow, and subscribe to get all the notifications each and every time we're on air. And you won't miss a thing. At present, Mapp West Haggett Hall lounging in 9th position, having played 3 and won only one match, lost 2, goes for 4 goals against 9, 3 points on the table, 9th space. They're up against this evening a team that's flying high. Trents Masters, played 5, won 3, drawn 2, lost none, goes for 4 goals against 0, 11 points in 3rd spot. Getting ready for kickoff. Here we go. Trents up against Mapp West Haggett Hall. And we're off and running, as we say, a pleasant evening to Mr. Keith Griffith, BSS.
Thank you very much, Trev. Blessings to each and every one here at Empire. Some outstanding performances between yesterday and earlier this evening. Paradise looking very positive and sharp in the all yellow, the yellow submarine, winning by 2 goals to 0. We anticipate that Trents will be looking to improve their position in the table. They're unbeaten at the moment. They're on 11 points and looking positive, whereas Haggett Hall would look to win their first game. But here we go early with Trents just over the top, a sweeping ball through the middle, and in the end, shot coming in, but always riveted and going high. And very early this afternoon, Trevor, I want to compliment the Manchester United fans. They're looking very good, and they're into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. So a no 7-0 again. Man U fans, go enjoy yourself. Get some refreshments from the bar.
I know you're going to always mention those matches, Keith. And having been slammed the week before, they needed a positive response. And Ten Hag would have probably thrown a kitchen sink at them. And eventually they've woken up and have made their way further towards another cup. Here's Trents looking for their first in a number of years. into the middle of the midfield they go. Back heel, superb stuff from them as well. Counter attack coming from the Mapp West Haggett Hall. Down this right hand side now, they'll build with what we consider to be a slower, methodical build up is what they usually use, Keith. Whereas Trents, with more pace and power, will look to hit you on the counter very, very quickly. The Haggett Hall team, well, a number of unknown names to the international world of masters, but still good quality when you take a look at their team sheet and so on. And with the likes of David Ward in their squad, anything is possible for the Mapp West Haggett Hall. Trents will obviously start as favourites because being third in the table, well, Mapp West are languishing in ninth, having only won one match. Then you would expect that Trents will have a good say in what's going to happen this evening. But Mapp West due for something special soon, and hopefully they can get it this evening as well.
Well, Mapp West Haggett Hall, desperate for a victory this afternoon, would want to provide the fans with some good movement, good pace, and good skills. Yesterday, Trevor, we saw two outstanding goals, not only out of the top drawer, they were out of the bottom drawer and the middle drawer from Gregory Lalo Goodrich. And if the players can continue with that kind of form, we should be in for some fascinating evenings. Good ball down the left. In the end, cover challenge, and it will be a corner kick to the Trents team. 0-0 the scoreline. If you're now joining us, 3 minutes gone, and as often as we can say, Trents really representing down in the West, unbeaten, 3 wins and 2 draws, and looking positive.
So Richard Wood will play the little 1-2. Ball down the left here. Chance at far post. Good control. Left foot shot coming in as well from the Trents number 4. Curtis Foster. But he couldn't get any pace and power on it. And the score remains 0-0 after just about 5 minutes. The Thorns are in the house. As we see Hugh Thorne. Here's Richard Clark for Trents. Goes down the left-hand side. Haggett Hall with the possession will float it up the field. Only to find Richard Clark again. He'll lose this possession. Only to win it back again. As Trents go down the left. Trying to float it right across the pitch, but nothing doing. Trents in possession still. As we switch to that drone view, pick up the commentary from there on the centre line, on the cricket pitch as well. Haggett Hall coming through. Ball prodded through with the right foot by David Best. In fact, David Ward, that would be not Best. Ward playing here. Best playing
the two top strikers.
Yeah, 2 top strikers, one Best, one Strong, and the other one David Ward as well. And we're just about 5.5 into this one. Trents acts to defend. Does so very well as they come out of their defence on the left-hand side. We'll prod it further left and bring into possession Anthony Corbin. Down the line they go now. Again, good work being done by Curtis Foster, the link man. Up the line, looking for Norman, in fact, they're looking for Marshall there, and he can't get onto it. And into the 6th minute, no goals yet. Clark, Foster in possession, acres of space, cuts to the 18-yard box. Will look to play it square into Marshall, who shoots. Foster with the shot, and he's in an offside position directly in front of us here as well. And at present, 0-0. First piece of action there, Keith, coming from Trents. But the score remains 0-0 between Trents Masters and Haggett Hall from that offside call.
Well, I believe that when he went down the left, he had so much room, I thought he would have cut in on his right foot and hit it to the far corner. He elected to play the ball across the box, and then immediately the Hall defense came back, denied them. Good defensive work, but Trent surely should have taken the lead in the opening 6 minutes. So Trent's 0, Hall 0.
So again, Clark in possession but giving it up cheaply as Mapp West come out with Gervie Andrew. Referee this evening, Tonya Dean, sees an infringement. She'll have the players calm down just a bit. And on the far side, we're seeing assistant referee Corey Lewis to our left, and on the right hand side, second assistant would be Sadiq Hill on our right hand side as well. So as the players for the next match continue to roll in, that one between Empire Masters. Here we go. Thank you very much, Robert Boat-Lashley. We got the Trinis on board.
It's good to see the Benfica players coming in today. I believe they will have a full squad.
Cracker-jacker game expected. Down the line, ball with Trents. As we again head up the line, and we go to Omar Chapman flying the drone and doing his business for BIMFC and the OBL-FIT as well. On the other camera, it's Alan with the peak cap, sponsored by BIMFC as well. And if you listen carefully, just now there'll be some other paraphernalia being offered by the brand BIMFC. It will involve hats, t-shirts, perhaps polo shirts as well. You can get your brand, maybe even a mug or two, as we head towards the international tournament, the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic for 2023. Dates 26th to 29th May 2022. It's only about 2 months away, just short of 2 months. Time for you to start to register your teams in the international tournament. We're hopefully looking to get a 35 and over, 40 and over, 50 and over, 60 and over categories. Just see how the response is before we put our names on the line. But for sure, the usual 40 and over will be there, 50 and over. And of course, we just started the 35 and over, so we're looking for some international teams to come in our direction. We can host you on the beautiful island of Barbados. 26th to the 29th of May, 2023. 2 months away. Join us. Right foot short and a good save.
Mr. Thorne, if I may interject, do you have room for me in the over 60s?
I will have to check, sir. You have to you have to be rostered with a team, and I wouldn't want you to unfair any of these other 60s that might be looking to come. So I have to. I got to check your date of birth first, and then I got to check your status to see if you're a full pro or not.
Well, the last time I played would have been at Wonders when Gas and I played together in the midfield. So with God's blessing, I should be good to go. You never know, and I'll put you at striker and give you some good balls through the gap.
Well, I appreciate that. We'll look forward to that as well.
At the moment, though, no goals here in this game. 10 minutes gone. It seemed that Trents, having probe and search, they did not find in the opening 8 minutes, and Haggard Hall would be quite comfortable with that. And if David Ward can get that ball anywhere in and around the area, he has 2 feet with dynamite in them. He shoots there from distance, but the ball always running away from the keeper and the goal. 0-0 the scoreline. Haggard Hall 0, Trents 0.
So as we say, a very pleasant evening to our ladies who are all smiles. Tamar, Ria, Brittany and Mary, I believe, are the ladies on duty this evening. If I've missed anyone, I apologize, and I will fix it very shortly. But hard-working as they are, we want to big them up for being so pleasant to the patrons. And we know the patrons could give a little bit of trouble sometimes, and they're always smiling and making sure that they're well taken care of. Here's Trents down the right-hand side this time as they go in search of goal number 1. Ball played through the space. Away goes Curtis Foster. Floats one inside. Defensive header. Right foot cannon. That one last seen going past the near post. And a goal kick ensuing after 12 minutes here at Empire.
Well, 12 minutes gone. But I would just like to say that the teams who come to this Bank Hall ground and they understand the intricacies of the ground, they can find ways and means to get goals. If you're attacking the goal to our left, then you need to play the ball a bit more on the right side of the field, cut the ball across the area, and if you have some positive finishers, you can get a goal or two. When you're going to the right, the difference there now is that you should try to get the ball over on the left, put it across the box, and I'm certain that we will see a lot more goals being scored. And try to shoot from just outside the area. That's a little tip. The keepers are not as young as before, so you may can surprise them. So we're looking for lots of goals in the remaining 2 matches this evening. And like I said, yesterday evening was a special evening. 2 superb goals from Gregory Lalu Goodrich, one of the best footballers Barbados have ever produced. So at the moment, we are into the 13th minute. Trents 0, Haggard Hall 0.
Again, we head to the drone coverage. Ball down the right-hand side for Macbeth Haggard Hall. No takers. And the ball over the touchline for a goal kick. 0-0 the score between Trents Masters and Macbeth Haggard Hall. Haggard Hall in the chain strip of red jerseys, black shorts and black socks. Trents with their usual all over black, trimmed with yellow sleeves and yellow across the chest as well. Here we go, Trents in possession. They've been robbed of it. Ball in the inside right channel. Trents fight back for it, coming out of their defense right now. Pass 3. Will the 4th man be too many? Definitely, as Trents go on a run. But for sure, Keith, if you dribble so many men, you're going to eventually run out of steam. And one man that I would expect that wouldn't want to do that would be the ex-professional Luther Watson, caught in possession and giving up a throw-in to Macbeth Haggard Hall. Ball played across the box this time as we await Keith's comments. I'm sure he wouldn't have done that under your tutelage, Keith. Dribble 5 men and then lose the ball, Luther Watson.
But yes, Luther was always one of the best players coming out of the West and the North. Very solid in the midfield, and he reads the game very well at the back. But I must say that this evening, Haggard Hall, who looked a bit ordinary in the opening matches, seem to have got a good team today. They're well organized, good adjustment, and they're holding their own as we go into the 15th minute of the game. Haggard Hall 0, Trents 0.
So again, Haggard Hall with some possession of their own. They've actually given it away again. Little 1-2 played. And again, we see Curtis Foster in the thick of things. Couldn't get onto that ball at that point in time, but certainly have his way of making his presence felt, playing in the midfield and then moving to an up-front position and creating some problems for this Macbeth Haggard Hall team as he goes in search of Trents' first goal. Again, no-look pass. This time, finding Marshall. Down the right go Trents this time. We'll look for a runner.
Well, that shot coming in from deep. And one of the reasons that Trents have not really threatened is that they're trying to shoot from a long way out, but their shots are not on target, and Haggard Hall will be happy with that. They've defended solidly, well organized at the back in the red shirts and black shorts, and they've kept the rampaging Trents team to 0-0 with 16 minutes gone. Trents 0, Haggard Hall 0.
So goal kick to Haggard Hall. I guess they'll look to float this into a space. Space finds Curtis Foster instead. Cuts back on his right foot. Holds off the defender. Shoots with the right foot. Ball comes back. Very close to him, but some good defensive work coming from the Haggard Hall. Number 13 in Dean Francois. Clark floating one inside. Doesn't have the pace to beat any of the Haggard Hall defenders. Clark again controlling. Brand new player boots, it looks like from here. Those yellow illuminated boots there. Back heel is superb again as Trents go in search of goal one. Foster, far post ball. Will look to control with the left foot and cut back on the inside. Bit of luck. Right foot shot. No! Superb finish as Trents go on a superb run down the right hand side this time. Cut the ball across to the left, and there was Anthony Corbin. He twisted, he turned, he lost control, regained control, crushed it with the right foot, Keith, and finished on 18 minutes. Trents Masters 1, Mapp West Haggard Hall 0.
Well, that was superb finishing. What was delightful is that he took out one man, a second man came in on his right foot, and then intelligently he curled the ball to the far post. And moments ago, Trevor, you remember I said, when you're attacking the goal to our left, you can start your attacks on the right-hand side. That gives you a real advantage. And Trents looking supreme in that movement. They lead on the evening by 1-0.
So they've been pressing and probing down that right-hand side, Keith. But what Mapp West Haggard Hall weren't paying attention to would have been Corbin on the left, who kept sneaking in towards his 6-yard box in that inside left position. He left his outside left spot and would creep into the inside left. He did it again, and this time around he's been richly rewarded with the 1-0 lead at this point. They go down the right again. This is Trents. Out comes goalkeeper Henderson Payne, and he'll collect and spread it to the left-hand side for Mapp West Haggard Hall. They're trailing, and they're going to need a response rather quickly. They'll look to David Ward for it, but they've wandered into an offside position on the far left, and that will be a free kick to be restarted, possibly about 25 yards out on the right for the Trents lads, who lead this evening after 20 minutes. Trents 1, Mapp West Haggard Hall 0.
Well, I must compliment Trents' movement. They were positive throughout. They're more on the offensive than Haggard Hall. Haggard Hall seemed to be defending in numbers, but they were not keeping the ball long enough to frustrate the Trents team. And as you know, Trents will move from 11 to 14 should they win this game. So they're going to be determined to score another goal or two before halftime. 20 minutes gone. Trents 1, Haggard Hall 0.
So free kick then to Mapp West Haggard Hall, taken by Theodore Medford. Into the danger zone it goes. Ball recycled and going over to the Mapp West left-hand side. Then the clearance is made as well, as they look to maintain possession of it. Clearance by Trents this time. A bit of a ping pong or tennis match here, Keith. The ball is in the air quite often, and you know you're not going to get any real results once it's pinging up and down the way it has been. So here's Mapp West Haggard Hall. Clearance again, this time coming from Dalton Thorne. I'm not sure if he's any relation to me. Come and check me after, Dalton. Let's see. 21 on our clocks here. Final game of the evening coming as well. Empire Masters on tap against Benfica. I see Robert Boat Lashley back from that Trini jiggle down Port of Spain. We understand, possibly. And he has a full crew to come up against Empire. So Empire, watch out. Boat Lashley, Tyrone White, they're back and looking for 3 points this evening. But I'm sure with the likes of Michael Massey Graham and the rest of the crew, Maurice Gaskin and the other star players from Empire, you need all 3 points to remain right here at Bank Hall. And the only way to get them is to put some dust between yourselves and Benfica with a victory this evening. 22 on our clocks, heading towards the 25th minute as Tanya Dean takes charge of this one, ably assisted by Sadiq Hill on the right, and of course our second assistant, which would be Corey Lewis on the far side. They're dressed in green, you can see them very easily. Here we go down the right hand side. Trents in possession, they'll play the low 1-2. Out comes keeper Cameron, in fact out comes keeper Henderson Payne, collects and distributes to Dean Francois, and the Haggett Hall team giving away possession rather easily. Trents again, that looks like a bit of a dangerous pass. Somebody could have got it injured there because that was 50-50 as Matt West come charging forward, right foot shot coming in, easy as you like, easy as a Sunday afternoon stroll for Cameron Small to pick up and distribute to his left hand side. Trent's coming out of the defence, half time beckoning, and the current score, Trents Masters 1, Matt West Haggett Hall 0.
Well, that was a lot better than from Haggett Hall. They began the ball inside their own half, rotated it well, and in the end, a feeble shot, but at least they look more purposeful and capable of getting back into this game. They go down the left now again. This is Haggett Hall. They need to get the ball to their key striker, David Ward. If he can get the ball just in and around the area, you know, he has 2 bombs in the left foot and the right foot. May not be as powerful as before, because in his lifetime he has run lots of goalkeepers out of the bars when he was young. So they need to get the ball to David Ward and see what they can do. At the moment though, Haggett Hall 0, Trents, very impressive so far in the tournament. They lead by 1-0.
So with Trents leading and us heading towards the half-time whistle here, Keith, the question is, can West Haggett Hall get the equaliser before the half-time? Or
the way they're playing at the moment, I don't think that they will do that. They need to keep possession of the ball a lot better. They need to get in and around the 18-yard box and take their shots. But if you just lob the ball, all you're doing is giving the goalkeeper easy business to do. And here we go down the right with Trents again.
So danger man, we're always speaking about him, Curtis Foster, inside. He takes the little 1-2, that's gone even further wide. He'll dribble the defender there, left foot square. That's an attempt at a clearance, and the free kick as well goes to Matt West Haggett Hall. Down the right this time, Matt West in possession with Everton Licorice. Elias Kunta playing on the right hand side will look to make a difference here. Trents battling against Matt West at right back. They will clear the lines now, I suspect. Trents in possession, cuts back onto the right foot, and the ball over the touchline at the same time. Trents continue to lead, Keith.
Well,
1-0 over Matt West Haggett Hall.
They seem capable of taking that lead into the halftime arena. Surely, unless the Haggett Hall team could pull something out of the bag in this last remaining minute, I believe that Trents should be happy and contented. They are very, very strong defensively, have always been a good team, even when they play Division 1 in the top league in Barbados. They are never easy to break down. The whistle is gone. Haggett Hall 0, Trents 1.
So with Trents heading into the halftime break with the 1-0 lead, we're going to leave you very shortly for our commercials. Before we do that, let's just remind you that the next game and is a crackerjacker up. This is the Empire Masters coming up against Benfica Masters at 5. Both teams blessed with skillful players, strong defenses, good goalkeepers, and men that can finish the ball as well. That one's coming up next, slated for 5 as the players come in and get changed here now. At present, Matt West Haggett Hall 0, Trents 1. In the earlier encounter, goals from David Best on 40 minutes, as well as a very good finish from Barrington Carrington coming on to the end of the game made it Paradise Masters 50s edition 2 exactly unified 0. And we go to some advertisements. We'll come back with lots more. The drone, the live action from the half line, and everything else you could think of in the second half. Until then, it's over to Master Control for those very nice advertisements.
Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch. You can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop.
Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. BTMI, in association with Commentator Sports Incorporated CSI and the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC, welcomes back the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament to the beautiful island of Barbados. BIMFC presents the best of local and overseas veterans footballers in a ding-dong battle, no stopping, table-topping, jaw-dropping football contest. Don't miss a single penalty kick, flick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details.
Hi, I'm Renee, and we are absolutely looking forward to welcoming you to Infinity on the Beach. We offer staycations, and the reason people choose us is because we're located right in the heart of the Gap, within walking distance of everything, but when you come back to the hotel, you have your own respite. We are right on the beautiful Dover Beach, so we provide the perfect location for that mix of local excitement and entertainment and relaxing time on the beach. If you walk out of the hotel in either direction, left or right, you have a choice of restaurants, nightlife, and amenities. So you never lack for anything to do. And when you come back to our property, you have a number of things you can choose from as well, including our beautiful Stefan's Beach Bar and Restaurant. The reason that many locals choose us, however, is because they say that when they come to stay with us, we make them feel like a tourist. And we're very, very proud of that fact. So please, when you're looking for somewhere to spend that relaxing weekend getaway, we invite you to come stay with us at Infinity on the Beach.
Goalkeeper Sports Bar, Licorice Village, Mayo Chill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 427-3168. Mobile number 826-0137. Lunchtime, Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. On Wednesdays, cow heel soup. Fridays, meal cuckoo. Saturday mornings, sauce. Friday night, karaoke starts at 8 p.m. The Goalkeeper Sports Bar, 427-3168 and 826-0137.
Seafan's Beach Bar and Restaurant, the hidden gem, nestled in Infinity on the Beach Hotel in St. Lawrence Gap, is open. We ensure that you can safely enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our open-air setting, offering a sumptuous selection of tasty, affordable, and locally themed dishes from our popular breakfast, our delectable lunch menu, and let's not forget our mouth-watering dinner. Seafan's Beach Bar and Restaurant, every day, every meal.
Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch. You can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop.
Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as 78 Barbados dollars daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery, fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com, and our Facebook is Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCards accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. This week's Sweet Vibe Music Show on Hot 95.3 FM is powered by your favourite football legends, Melvin Ibo Oxley, Trevor Thorne and Julian Annell, and the crew at the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC and the Old Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT for every single kick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Visit www.bdsmfc.org. The Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC invites you to the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament on the beautiful island of Barbados. Combine sightseeing, sun, sea, sand, surf, and of course fabulous football. Weeks and weekend, Friday 26th through Monday 29th May 2023. Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic. Our YouTube channel is BIMFC Masters, and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details. The Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. BTMI, in association with Commentator Sports Incorporated CSI and the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC, welcomes back the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament to the beautiful island of Barbados. BIMFC presents the best of local and overseas veterans footballers in a ding-dong battle, no stopping, table topping, jaw dropping football contest. Don't miss a single penalty kick, flick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details. Action, for sure. We're having some fun here at the Empire Club. Thank you very much to all those that just said hello to yours truly as I moved around the bars and inside around the dressing room area. As we greet you, we are airborne once more to capture this game. Free kick to the Trents lads. This one 25 yards out, slightly left. A man with a good right foot and curling, dipping could create some problems. Trents are leading, by the way, 1-0. Your commentary team this evening, yours truly, Trevor Thorne from Commentator Sports Incorporated. Yes, CSI, that's the name. And Mr. Keith Griffith
the man that's known through the region. Right foot chip inside. That's poorly executed. And the ball spread to the right-hand side for Trents to go with Richard Clark. That's a nice little push and pull. He's just past the second man at the same time. And he can't get his foot out the way. He's left hobbling just a bit. But I believe the number 10 will be okay, Keith. I mean, you would have had many years with Richard Clark up front and scoring goals and keeping your record flying high. How do you rate Richard Clark against
Richard Clark? Tried
rest?
a little too much then. He should have played the simple ball inside out, collect it and go down the flank, because he's always had good speed. But he was trying to do too much razzle-dazzle, and then in the end, the movement was wasted, and they will have to try again. But Trents would not mind their lead on the evening by 1-0. The question is, where will Hoggart Hall get the equalizer from?
Yeah, well, they have a number of men that are possible goal scorers. Gervie Andrew, David Ward, you know, we can call the names, but names without figures to match them right now just don't mean anything at all. So they're going to need somebody to step forward and create some havoc in the Trents defense. So far, Trents comfortable as you like on a Sunday afternoon.
They're very comfortable. They lead 1-0, and they know that to win this game, that would push them higher up the table, and they remain unbeaten so far. They have won 3 games and drawn 2, 11 points and looking good. Trents leading on the evening here at Bank Hall by 1-0.
So ball down the right. Floated ball inside, and he's apologizing to his teammates because that should have been more quality. Here's Richard Clark with the chest control and then pulls it down like if he's got some chewing gum stuck to the instep there. 1-2 played. Clark knows exactly how to play it. Down the right hand side goes the Trents lads now as they look for search with Derek Goodman. Prods it inside. Quality isn't good enough, it's poor. And the Mapp West Hoggart Hall coming out of their defense on the right hand side this time. As we go aerial again and scan and scope. That's the little 1-2 on the right hand side. Going from left to right on your screens, it's Trents having to defend. Mapp West looking to score in the goal to our left as the teams have switched sides. Again, a wayward pass gives the ball back to Trents again. Ball prodded to the inside right position. They're gone on a run again, looking for goal 2. Slow the pace down, back to Richard Clark on this right hand side, who will survey. Ball played to inside right channel, and there's the offside flag from first assistant Sadiq Hill on this right hand side. With just about 33 on our clocks. Trents continue to lead Mapp West Hoggart Hall 1-0 in the 50's OBL-FIT.
The thing that I've noticed, Trevor, is that in the second half, Trents are full of confidence, and maybe unless the Hoggart Hall tighten up at the back, they're going to get goal number 2. Here we go now with Hoggart Hall. Can they equalize? Ball played across the area, intercepted, won it back. Here they go again. Can he get his shot in early? No, he can't. Good defensive work, and Trents has once again come away with possession, cheap and easily. Trents 1, Hoggart Hall 0.
So there's Richard Clark again showing his experience as a former Barbados international. Steals the ball away, all the way, in fact, very close to the 18-yard box, and then makes his way unchallenged by evading, using 1 or 2 of his players as dummies and going to the outside and making his way up to the half line as well. 34 on our clocks. Good defensive work from Roosevelt Jordan. This evening wearing the number 14 for Trents and playing at centre back. Ball all the way back to goalkeeper Payne for Mapp West, and they will start their attack from that right hand side, that right back. Ball put into, in fact, over the touchline there for a throw-in. Taken quickly down the right. The Elbow being used there to stop that player from moving. Free kick to Mapp West Haggett Hall. 40 yards out, Keith, on the right. Can they conjure something from this one?
That is true. But they need to keep possession of the ball a lot better. When you're playing in 50s and over, you need possession so that you don't have to work so hard. They need to keep concentrating, playing the ball to feet and not in the space, and then trying to get a shot in. There's still 1 goal down, and we are into the 6th minute of the second half. Free kick comes in. That's a lovely ball in. Good keeping by the keeper. Came off the line quickly, averted the danger, and Trents on the defensive at the moment. They lead on the evening 1-0 and looking very, very confident that they can take 3 points back down to St. James.
So Trent's on the move down the right-hand side with Derek Goodman. Goodman all the way back to Richard Clark, always available and lurking in those attacking midfield positions. Marshall inside. Trent's on the attack, but the offside trap set. Sadiq Hill with the flag in the air. And 36 on our clocks here at Empire Club. And
I like what you said,
Trevor,
the trap was set. I hope that the trap don't get licked out of the way, because that goal number 2 will definitely kill them off. They've done well so far, but Trent's still leading by 1-0.
So down the line, as Mapp West Haggett Hall in possession, will float one inside, comes off the defender last, in towards Nigel Marshall. The clearance made. And as we take evasive action, that one was coming right at us, Keith.
I would have controlled it on my tie. Don't worry about that.
I'm sure,
that would have been easy.
I'm sure you would have, Keith. And
yes, confidently. I would have controlled it on my tie.
And I'm sure there's such a fine young lady sitting to your left. No damage would occur either.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Blessings there.
Isn't she beautiful?
She's enjoying herself.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely. Here we go, into the middle of the midfield. Mapp West need a goal. Good ball to the far right-hand side. Will release the right foot trigger, hits the post, comes back off the post, and there's Jordan to clear. That needed just a tap in though, Keith. They didn't have the striker that had the way before to follow it up. And the ball, the chance goes a begging. Current score, Trents 1, Mapp West Haggett Hall 0.
Well, I'll wait till this player comes in again. This is the equalizer or just wide? What he should have done just now, when he came in from the right, he should have looked up and plant the ball down into the far corner, as you would have done in your time, Trev. But he shoot at the near post, and that was easy pickings for the keeper. But I must say that Haggett Hall looked more positive in the second half going forward. At the moment, though, they still trail on the evening. Trents 1, Haggett Hall 0.
So as we see Andy Coward wearing the number 7 heading out for a warm-up, followed very closely by a man in a brand new pair of top boots in Mikey Graham. A man with style and flair and fashion, wearing 16. We'll look for action from him, pulling the strings for Empire as well.
Well, I just spoke to Morris Gaskin at halftime. He said he's not playing today. He's injured, so Empire would need him to recover as quickly as possible because he is a key man at the back. Michael Grimm, I see him with Kit, so maybe he will be the magician in midfield again this evening. But at the moment, Trents leading by 1-0, looking confident, comfortable, and purposeful. 1-0 to Trents. Haggett Hall with a mountain to climb.
So as the fun continues on the inside, somebody is celebrating a birthday or something back there, Keith. Sure,
I don't know if it's Mr. Wickham who is celebrating his birthday. Pardon? He is celebrating our team, Arsenal. But I'm not sure that Arsenal will win, although I'm an Arsenal man. 8 points clear, but we have City to play, Chelsea to play, Liverpool to play, Brighton and Newcastle. Maybe if you get Parkart in the midfield, then we could take the trophy.
So the pundits at it. Offside is the call, and this the near side. And the score remains Mapp West Haggett Hall 50's 0. Trents 50's 1 at this point. Trents in the black jerseys, trimmed with yellow on the sleeves and across the chest. Black shorts, black socks, kicking from left to right. And the Mapp West Haggett Hall are donned in their red jerseys, black shorts, black socks, kicking from right to left this evening. So the guys in red are trailing the men in black and yellow after 40 minutes. A special goal coming from Anthony Corbin on 18 minutes into the first half, making it 1-0. Trents 1, Mapp West Haggett Hall 0.
Well, it would take a brave man to predict if they will get an equalizer, because Trents have always stood strongly when they're in the lead in any kind of soccer, and they know that if they get a second goal, the game is all over. So it would mean that immediately Haggett Hall need to go for broke now as we head into the 40th minute of the game. Haggett Hall trailing by a goal to nil here at Bank Hall.
So here comes Anthony Corbin, the goal scorer for Trents of the first goal. He's wearing number 7, and he just flicked that ball over the head of a Mapp West Haggett Hall man. Jordan will need to defend. Across comes Corbin, uses his body to protect the ball, and the ball all the way back to goalkeeper Cameron Small. Small in stature, Keith, but very big in the world of goalkeeping. He's an excellent keeper, all 5'6" of him, but he uses the box really well. Today he's in this chain strip of a white jersey, red shorts and green socks, and some orange boots as fashion statement.
Very, very colorful. You know, I remember there was a coach who coached Barbados. He told the players, look good, smell good, and perform good.
So, as the sun starts to do some setting here, final game of the evening coming as well. That game bringing together home base Empire Club Masters against Benfica Masters, and with that one being the feature match, we're looking for some good play. I see Maurice Gaskin with the pen in hand and also the team sheet, so I would think he's now switched roles. He's no longer the sweeper, but he's now the chief selector of the Empire team.
I believe so. That would be his role this evening. And hopefully he would want to make sure he gets it right, because the Empire are desperate for a win to move up the table. They will want to finish in the top 4, but Benfica will be looking to deny them. So we should be in for a very cracking game. Benfica will be playing in all gold in the Barbados national colors, where Empire will be playing in red shirts and black pants. So as we roll inside the last 10 minutes of the game, I see the Empire keeper, Mr. Goodin, looking very confident and very well poised. I remember years ago, Trav, I took him to Princeton University. He was a goalkeeper in a team with Colin Potato Ford, etc., etc. Good evening, Mr. Goodin. You are blessed.
He has some massive hands there, O'Keefe. I would think that makes for a good goalkeeper. 6'2" or 3".
6'4".
6'4". My gosh, you don't want to come up against him. I tell you. This evening they probably will go with Gregory Gaskin. I think that is. I see with the goalkeeper shirt in hand there, looking to warm up now. So
yeah, he's limping as they go across Gaskin. So he would have to come back and sit down and relax.
I think that's the warm up. He don't need to warm up, Keith. That's all he needs to warm those muscles up. I know he's a super fit guy, and with Gooding taking a rest here, then they'll depend on on Mr. Gaskin to do the damage here as the Benfica guys continue to come out now and, as you said, Keith, represent the IV and in and around those areas as well, known for good football and footballers. So we'd expect a good game this evening as the Mapp West keep pressing, keep probing, but still no results, Keith. It's still Trents with the 1-0 lead after 45 or so minutes.
Well, that is so true. They're probing and searching, but they just can't find that equalizer. And I'm very proud of Benfica this evening. They are all nicely decorated, and they all go like if it is a new kit. And with Robert Lashley back in the squad, I believe that they should give a good account of themselves. Empire, on the other hand, are looking to move up into 4th place if they can win the game. But at the moment, it's all about Trents. They lead by 1-0.
So 1-0 continues to be the score that is haunting this Mapp West Haggett Hall team. They will need to do something and do it soon. If not, all 3 points traveling to the west side. Some say the best side of the island. Here's Ward. He's a key marksman, Keith. Can David Ward contribute to this matchup? He's going to float this one with the right foot. Into the box it goes. Attacking header. Cleared away with some good defense. Ball falls to Nigel Marshall. He'll clear even further up the right-hand side. It's running away from the Trents man.
That is great stuff.
It's good stuff.
He turned his man inside out. Well, a lovely pass down the left.
Down the left. Solid tackle. Again, Mapp West in possession. Good dribble. Ball into the, in fact, heading towards the 18-yard box, but some good defensive work coming from the Trents number 2 on this occasion. Brian Archer stuck the right boot in there, Keith, and shook up the attacker and the ball at the same time. And Trents continue to lead here again. This is Watson. And offside trap set very nicely for Richard Clark. He fell right into it. And he's walking back rather gingerly, like as if he's guilty of being offside on this occasion. 60,
yes, he waited for the whistle. But I must say that I'm impressed again by Luther Watson, who have always been a very, very competent and confident player, playing at the back, reading the game very well, and keeping the Trents defense very, very tight. So it's going to take some special movement and a very good shot to get that equalizer for Haggett Hall. Here we go again. This is good defensive work from Haggett Hall, plays it into touch. But on the evening, Trents looking to move up, Trevor, into 4th place with a victory today.
Well, they're currently in 3rd, Keith, so there's no other place to go but up. If they get 3 points here, they will hold on to the shirt tails of Paradise, who have already moved to 14 with that victory, that 2-0 victory over Exactly Unified. So 3 points here will put them right in touch with Paradise and breathing down the necks, this time of Wildy Royalty, who are at the top of the table, of course, virtue of the victory and the record of having played 6-1-5, drew 1, lost none, goals for 16 goals against just the 3. Top of the table, Wildy Royalty in the house, and on 48 minutes, Trents continue to lead. Mapp West Haggett Hall in the second game. The games that sandwiched between Paradise 2, Exactly 0, and the one that come in Empire against Benfica. At present, Mapp West Haggett Hall 0, Trents 0, and we're heading very close to the final whistle. Empire on the far side in the red jerseys, blue shorts and red socks, and on this near side it's the Benfica Masters, all over yellow, trimmed with red, similar to Barbados. And as Barbados come up against the Cubans this Thursday, Keith, what are you expecting from our northerly neighbours?
Well, Trevor, playing Cuba is never easy, so I'm hoping that I can go out and watch that game also, and that the national team will do us proud. At the moment, Trents doing it, the West very proud, leading here and looking to move up to 14 points. We are inside the last 3 minutes of the game, Trents 1, Haggard Hall 0.
So as we track those results as well, Keith, and look to greet our friendly neighbors, those that are coming and going all the time. The drone may not pick them all up, but spectators, players, people having a nice drink on the outside table. I see the referee contingent about to be greeted by a nice young lady as she goes past us in her fine Sunday dress. On 50 minutes, Keith.
I must say, Mr. Thorne, that the ladies are looking resplendent as ever on weekends. And surely, if you cannot follow the game, follow the ladies and take it easy. We're down to the last 3 minutes of the game. We wait to see if Haggard Hall can get the equalizer. They're down the right-hand side of midfield, probing, searching, leading ball, danger momentarily. Good defensive cover from Trents though. A mass of Trents players back to defend and to avert the danger. Trents 1, Haggard Hall 0.
So here's Haggard Hall into the inside left position. Ward looking to get that onto that favoured left foot. And what you're hearing is the final whistle for sure. The slimmest of margins responsible for that goal, Anthony Corbin on 18 minutes. Trents 1, Mapp Haggard Hall 0. Enough time to recharge the batteries and get ready for the final game of the evening. This one definitely about to wet your palates. It will be the Empire Club Masters 50s up against Benfica Masters in the final game of the evening. If you keep your fingers crossed and you're lucky, you may get 3 commentators, but certainly 2 for sure. Final game of the evening coming very shortly.
And one of them
classified result though, Keith. Trents 1, Matt West 0.
He's a key player in the midfield and he's a little bit late, but he can bring some magic in the team. He's about to sprint and go and get inside his kit. But on the evening, Trents got it right. They scored early and defended for the rest of the game. Trents winning over Haggard Hall by 1-0.
So there you have it. As far as the Trents team is concerned, they managed to maintain a steady head and have been able to garner 3 more points to assist them up the table. Trents' record then will look a bit like this. They would have started the season with the 1-0 victory over Winston Enterprises Bela Masters, a 1-0 victory over Exactly Unified Masters, a 2-0 thumping of Blackrock Masters, a bit tighter against Paradise, 0-0 draw. Empire also holding Trents to a 0-0 draw. And tonight, they've managed to squeeze all 3 points out of Macbeth Haggard Hall and immediately work to the top of the table, basically, right next to first place Wildy Royalty and Paradise Masters 50s edition. Then come Trents, our Expo Vintage Masters, and the rest we'll let you know of a little bit later as we head for those advertisements. Again, we say thank you very much to the likes of Triple H Tours. We want to say thank you again to Scotty's Car Rentals, the Goalkeeper Sports Bar, Ayers Meat Shop, CNC Trucking, the BIMFC, OBL-FIT, and CSI crew here at Empire. Empire staff, thank you very much. We'll be right back after a few advertisements from our trusted sponsors. Thank you very much.
Triple H Tours can handle all of your transportation requirements. Airport transfers, guided tours, weddings, and so much more. Whether you're here for business or here for pleasure, cruise through Barbados using this punctual and reliable service that exhibits reasonable prices. Call 1-246-234 0683 or 1-246-261-6701 or email dhunter_9 to guarantee an eloquent experience. Triple H Tours. The Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC C&C Trucking and Equipment Rentals Limited, Jackson St. Michael, BB11016. Services, excavators, mini, mid and full size, bobcat, roller, brush cut services, light crane truck, dump truck, heavy equipment transport. Supplies, cement, sand, stone, marl, topsoil soil mix, both load or bag. Rentals, aquaprops, scaffold, plywood, generators, hilti, wheelbarrows, plate compactors and concrete mixers. Telephone 246-424-8529. Mobile 246-230-2219. Fax 246-425-2322. Email cctrucking@caribserve.com. C&C Trucking and Equipment Rentals Limited, Jackson St. Michael, 246-424-8529. We aim to please.
Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch, you can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop.
Goalkeeper Sports Bar, Licorice Village, Mayrod Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 427-3168. Mobile number 826-0137. Lunchtime, Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. On Wednesdays, cow heel soup. Fridays, meal cuckoo. Saturday mornings, sauce. Friday night, karaoke starts at 8 p.m. The Goalkeeper Sports Bar, 427-3168 and 826-0137. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as $78 Barbados daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery. Fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com and our Facebook is Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCards accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. This week's Sweet Vibe Music Show on Hot 95.3 FM is powered by your favourite football legends, Melvin Ibo Oxley, Trevor Thorne and Julian Annell, and the crew at the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC and the Old Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT for every single kick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Visit www.bdsmfc.org. Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC and the All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT would like to thank our sponsors: Atlantis Submarine Barbados Inc., Banks Breweries, Barbados Police Service, and the Ministry of Transport, Works and Water, Barbados Football Association BFA, Barbados Football Referees Association, Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association BHTA, Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. BTMI, Bell Imagery Productions, Commentators Sports Incorporated CSA and the CSA Stream Team, Cooperators General Insurance, Dock Photography, Dover Beach Hotel, Duracell Batteries, the Board of Management of the Empire Club, the Mighty Blues, Ayers Meat Shop, Fritz Customs, Heineken Zero, Hot 95.3 FM, Infinity on the Beach Hotel, Intimate Hotels of Barbados, Jara and Consultants Inc., Otis Williams and Mike Seals Cheers to Life Catamaran Cruise, Legendary Fish Cakes, Pavilion Road, Bank Hall, St. Michael, Making Moves, Massey Distribution Inc., Palm Beach Hotel, Results Auto Shop, Riverino Media, Rochco Enterprises, Ross Travel Hotel, Rumstock, Whole Town, Sandals Resort and Sandals Royale, Scotty's Car Rentals, the A-Team of Curtis Hines and Paul Mears, the Sweet Vibes Radio Show with DJ King Bling and top selector DJ Black Spider, Terry's Food Truck Worthing Square, Tourism Development Corporation TDC, and Trophy World, of course. Thanks to you, all of our BIMFC OBL-FIT staff, Empire staff and members, as well as all of the residents around the Empire Club venue. So until next year, yours truly, Trevor Thorne from Commentator Sports Incorporated CSA is OUT out, gone in 60 seconds. Triple H Tours can handle all of your transportation requirements. Airport transfers, guided tours, weddings, and so much more. Whether you're here for business or here for pleasure, cruise through Barbados using this punctual and reliable service that exhibits reasonable prices. Call 1-246-234-0683 or 1-246-261-6701 or email dhunter_9@hotmail.com to guarantee an eloquent experience. Triple H Tours. The Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC welcomes back the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament to the beautiful island of Barbados. BIMFC presents the best of local and overseas veteran footballers. In a ding-dong battle, no stopping, table topping, jaw dropping football contest. Don't miss a single penalty kick, flick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat trick, brace, goal! Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details. Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC invites you to the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament on the beautiful island of Barbados. Combined sightseeing, soca music, sumptuous food, sun, sea, sand, surf, and of course fabulous football. Whitsun weekend, Friday 26th through Monday 29th May 2023. Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC.
So welcome back to live action in the 2023 Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classics All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT. Empire up against Benfica. This is Michael Graham. We know he has the touches, but can he unlock this Benfica defense led by Robert Boat Lashley wearing the number 7, and you can see his socks just down by his ankles there. As we say good evening to the fine young ladies who have chosen Empire to be where they would want to be. We're only a minute in, and we've lined the commentators up again. Just like yesterday, we go with 3 the hard way. I got the muscle men in the house. That's not me. I got Keith on my left, Kelvin, and if you keep your fingers crossed, we can have a fine young lady who knows so much about the game, you won't be surprised at all. Minute and a half gone. You will always say, this is where you see it and hear it first at BIMFC's OBL-FIT. Never done in the history. Always 2, hardly ever 3, never 4. But we're going with 4 perhaps this evening to cover this game. Quick rundown. So, Empire in the red jerseys, kicking from left to right. Benfica in the yellow strip with black socks, kicking from left to right. That's Benfica. Empire kicking from right to left. 0-0 the score. 2 minutes gone. I will say a pleasant evening to Kelvin Scott first of all, followed by Keith Griffith for the first opening comments of the evening on this particular matchup. Kelvin, good evening to you.
Good evening, Trevor. Good evening to the listeners and the viewers and fans on the beautiful field here in Black Rock. So the point standing, Empire on 4 points, and Benfica yet to get off the mark.
That one for you.
So Empire entering this game in a favorable position if you're looking at the point standing. But we know in reality, football is played on the day. Over to you, Keith, your opening remarks.
Well, we are looking for a cracking game with some goals. Both teams with full scores this evening. We have seen Benfica come here with only 8 men and 9 men, but with both Lashley back in the squad, they're looking resplendent as ever in their yellow strip. And Empire, who are the host of the competition, they are playing in the red strip with red socks. We are looking for goals. We wait and see what will transpire in the next few minutes.
So as Benfica asks to defend with Robert Lashley, as I said before, being the 7, he's under some pressure, but you know the experience will tell here. As the Empire man was over his shoulder, he just used the strong shoulders to keep him off and to allow the score to remain Empire 0, Benfica Masters 0. And as I said before, a quick look at the stats and you'll see that Empire are perched in 7th spot just about, having only won 1 and drawn 1, whereas Benfica are at the bottom of the table and results not going their way, not in their favor at all. 4 matches played, 4 losses, 2 goals for, 16 against, a goal difference of -14, and a chance here at near post. Ball cut out at the back. Here comes Lashley. He calls, it's played inside. Oh, sweetness coming from Benfica, going down the right. Good cover challenge coming in. 5 minutes on the clock here at Empire. And in that 5 minutes, no real goal mouth action. We're seeing in goal, Gregory Gaskin, I think it is on the far side for Empire. And of course on this near side, a former striker in Tyrone White as well, Kelvin. 2 good goalkeepers. Let's see how that runs out as well. Yeah, the keepers though, Kelvin. Any tips from you? Seeing Tyrone White on this side, and we're also seeing Gaskin on the other side. Both known keepers in their own right. But can they stop goals this evening?
Well, it's a very interesting matchup here. Benfica with the keeper in Tyrone White, and Jeffrey Tate and John Boyce as the wing backs, and striking up front is the ever fancy Marcus Moore and Horace Webb. So let's see if this Benfica team can perhaps get off the mark today.
Well, maybe over the years, Trevor would have played against them, I would have played against them. And instead of naming Benfica, you could have named them the Whites. They have so many white brothers. Gun White played alongside of me for Barbados in defense. And surely they are a team capable of winning matches, and they would want to move from the bottom of the table. One of their brothers, he was an outstanding maestro in the midfield, Goofy White. He pulled the strings many times, and maybe he can stay in my Lordship and pull the strings there and help them to get a goal or two today and their first victory.
Well, definitely, and Empire showing the homegrown advantage, knocking the ball quite nicely and enjoying the majority of the possession, Keith. Empire on the goal, twisting, turning, and mesmerizing even himself. Breedy with the ball in. Nice ball, giving some trouble in the 18-yard box. Graham swipes at it, but nothing. Ball goes up to Crawford. The Empire team is on the attack now with Breedy. Playing very calmly with it, not rushing the play. This looks quite dangerous. Ball still in play, but taken quite easily from the Benfica defender. So it's 0-0 in the 8th minute. As mentioned before, my name is Kelvin Scott, and I'm here with the veteran, my mentor, Mr. Keith Grell Griffith.
Well, thank you very much. We saw young Michael Massey Graham going down the left-hand side, and in the end, he could only stop the ball. And talking about Michael Massey Graham, his dad played with I, may he rest in peace. He was an outstanding player at Beverly Hills. Played right wing, midfield, you name it. And there was Michael Graham's dad, Massey Graham, an outstanding footballer in his time. But at the moment, no goals. And I will want to pause for a good cause, Trevor, because I want to extend condolences to the family of Shirley Clark, who passed away a few weeks ago. Another Orleans man. He was a magician in midfield. His brother Bernard Clark and family. From here with CSI, we extend our sympathy and God's blessing as we go forward.
So as we move into minute 9 and a piece, we've had to deploy the drone this evening to cover some of the angles that we couldn't cover. And we're also going to be allowing the audio to continue to run on our YouTube channel. Although the video may not be easily seen, the audio will surely be there for sure. So just keep on listening to the voices of yours truly, Trevor Thorne, Keith Griffith, Kelvin Scott, and in a few moments' time we'll have a female joining us as well to give us her perspective of what's been called here from these top officials. At present, it is Andrew Herbert in the center as the center referee, and on the near side, the FIFA accredited assistant referee Tonya Dean, and I believe on the far side, I would want to pick up that jet quickly. That is Corey Lewis. The ball into the back of the net, of course, and Empire have taken the lead after 10 minutes. A superb finish, very neat finish as well, as he runs away and celebrates after 10 minutes. Empire with the 1-0 lead will pass the confirmation on to Kelvin Scott. He's wearing the number 24, Kelvin. You should be able to pick him up from there. But of course, a very good finish from the Empire man. Benfica in spots of trouble after 11 minutes. Empire 1, Benfica 0.
So that's Barry Scanterbury with the goal in the 24th minute. And as you mentioned, Trevor, it's 1 to Empire, 0 to Benfica. Marcus Moore, the magician in the middle, wearing number 19.
He was very cool in front of goal. He just placed it quietly into the corner of the net. You call that clinical finishing. No power, but precise and very, very confidently tackle there. Empire lead on the evening by 1-0.
Unexpected, they're sharing the majority of the possession. And now it's Benfica with an early burst. The ball somehow taken off the field. So it's the third and final game in a 3-game series this evening. We had some good football before, and now we are enjoying the likes of Empire in red and Benfica in yellow.
The one thing that Benfica will need to do, they need to move the ball out of the back a little quicker, because they are allowing Empire to get well organized. And you can't play at that walking pace. You have to play with a little more finesse and a little more velocity in an effort to get the ball down at the other end. So I believe the bench from Benfica will need to wake up his players. But here we go again with Empire down the right.
Listen, Benfica soaking up a lot of the pressure and then just inadvertently giving the ball to Empire way too easily. A long searching ball again into the half of the Empire defense, and Emerson King, the ever strong defender, takes it quite calmly and gives it to Crawford.
It's too easy. It is too easy at the moment for Empire. They're like walking the dog in the gap. Cool, comfortable and happy. Benfica would have to press forward and put some pressure on the ball.
Yes, and they definitely have to tweak their style of play. And it's being represented in the point system. They're on 0. And they need to step it up a bit, perhaps at least get on 1 with a draw, or win this game and move off the mark with 3. Crawford down in the middle of the pitch. The referee calling a foul to be awarded to the Empire side. So in the 13th minute, Empire 1, compliments of a goal, Boris Scanterbury in the 9th minute, and Benfica 0. So it's Emerson King behind the ball. Ball swinging out to Horace Knight, going outside for a throw to Benfica. And I'm sure, Keith, you know some of these players. Some of them would have represented Barbados. Some of them you coach. Any special players you wish to mention?
Well, most of the players here at Empire are like my sons. I have been with them for so long. They have never even called me Keith. They always call me Coach or Griffith. And I'm happy and feel blessed to be in their presence. Trevor Thorne, he was a striker in the same squad as Robert Bolt Lashley when we went to Trinidad. And I can continue and continue with the names. Young Michael Massey Graham, he was one of my youth players in the youth team. And surely it has to be a blessing for God to be able to send me here in this good company. And I feel very, very, very happy. And to all those fans out there who always show respect towards me, I will continue also to show respect to them. At the moment though, Empire not showing any respect as they lead Benfica by 1-0.
So this is a breakaway on the right side. Lots of twisting and turning. Ball to Noel. Given away quite easily. And now Benfica in possession. Really have not penetrated the Empire defense with any level of urgency or threatening manner. Ball to Emerson Scruffgang. Goes quite nicely and calmly to the defender. Goalkeeper rather.
Benfica are playing much too slow at the moment and making it very, very comfortable and easy for the Empire side. I know they're over 50s, but they need to pick up the pace of the game a little more, because the Empire are cruising as they go down memory lane.
Yes, and definitely, Keith, you're correct. Benfica is playing as though they're up by 3. Very relaxed and cool, and even though nothing is wrong with that, they need to press on in the center and push this ball in a threatening manner, perhaps get a consolation goal.
Well, that is so true. They need an injection. Pick up the pace, play leading balls, play searching balls, and hopefully get a shot or two in at the Empire keeper. But Empire cruising after 15 minutes. Empire lead by 1-0 as we look forward to a little bit more tempo from Benfica as the game continues.
And then pair with a pretty strong over 50 side, we really should be seeing them higher on the table. But they're a bit low with 4 points. We still have a few games to go. Ball onto the head of Emerson Scruff King.
I think that's going to be a free kick to Benfica just outside the area. This will give them a chance. I believe Lashley will go forward and try to bend it into the far corner with that good left foot that he has.
Well, I'm saying Marcus Moore, number 19, stepping up to the ball. We know he's a tricky kicker of the ball. As you said earlier, not a powerful kicker, but he can place it anywhere he deserves. So let's see who's going to take this free kick just outside the 18-yard box.
I won't put my mortgage on it, but either Kunitz, as we call him, Bowen, he or Bowen Lashley will probably take the free kick. Those are the two big men in the Benfica team. So we wait to see.
So you see Lashley very interested in this one with his left. And Marcus Moore also there. Plenty of tricks up his sleeve too. 5 men. Make that 6 men in the wall. And the chance from 22 yards. Moore, right foot curler over the bar. Brilliant save from the Empire goalkeeper in Gregory Gaskin.
Well, that free kick would not score on Gooden. Gooden is 6'3", 6'4". So all he had to do is step it over the bar. I thought that he would have gone for power from the waist down, which could have caused lots of problems. But in the end, Empire happy to give away a corner. So Benfica will have to reel and come again and try to get the equalizer. 1-0 to Empire as we go into the 17th minute.
So Benfica looking to apply some pressure to the Empire side with this corner. You know, corners can be very tricky. But Empire fortunately have a complement of tall defenders. They should be able to butt out the ball. Kudos to the organizers of this tournament for having such good officiating. We're anticipating Ms. Martindale to join us in commentary sooner or later to give us her professional take on the game and of course the officiating. So ball coming in from the left side of the field, a change of ball. Ball in dangerously, and that's it, a goal, 1-1. Game is on, Trevor.
Well, that is a brilliantly taken corner, and the finishing was definitely out of the top drawer. Was that Bowen? I couldn't pick him up down in the far corner, but he rose above everyone else, and at the moment, Benfica won, Empire won. Speaking about referee Miss Martindale, I will proudly say as a Bajan, she is one of the best referees I have seen in the entire Caribbean. Ms. Martindale, outstanding as always, and surely kudos to her. She comes here week in, week out. She is very, very, very fit, and she is a person, no nonsense. So definitely, Mr. Trevor Thorne, thanks for having her here with the commentators. She will speak about her process and her prowess in refereeing not only football, but she also refereed basketball.
Yes, so that's a goal in the 20th minute by Rodney Bowen.
That is only two, Mr. Kunitz Bowen. He has always been a prolific goal scorer.
So now game is on, Keith. It's 1-1. The 21st minute. Horace Knight, lots of twisting and turning from him, but he's on the ground. We know he's suffering a hip injury, but still putting in that hard work for Empire.
quiet moment here in the game. Knight would be a key man for Empire if he can get the ball in the spaces. He knows how to pass the ball inside out, but his problem is he has a hip problem, and I don't know how long he would last in the game. But at the moment, Empire searching and probing down the left.
Yes, and Empire playing a very interesting strategy, playing the defense very high, Keith, and applying the pressure as much as possible and as high as possible, and Benfica yet to penetrate to get a second goal perhaps, and going to halftime with a bit more confidence. So in the 22nd minute, it's Benfica 1, Empire 1.
Well, we've asked for some goals, and so far we've had 2. Here we go with Empire down the left-hand side. Can Knight get there? No, he can't. He was sprinting or trying to sprint, but he definitely couldn't get there. A little too much space on the ball. Empire 1, Benfica 1, as we roll inside the last 3 minutes of the first half.
Yes, Trevor, this game is the penultimate game of the evening, and it looks very interesting at this 1-0. 1-all. Any predictions?
No, definitely no prediction, but surely it has been a very interesting game because both teams desperately need 3 points. At the moment, the top 3, Wildy Royalty, Trents and Paradise, are looking like if they will be in the semifinals, although they still got a long way to go. So the team who could win here will at least make sure that they're still in the competition, even if they end up playing in the plate matches.
Yes, and that's for sure. Emerson Scruff King covering a lot of ground in defense, marshalling his troops and winning a lot of the balls, but ball now in Empire possession. Somehow the referee's calling an infringement, so this is a free kick to Empire. Oh,
that's another free kick. That's Empire trying to come down the left again. But you know what I said earlier, Kev? The best moves at this ground is on the right-hand side of midfield if you're going to our left. And surely Empire have not been doing that. And they're the home team, so they should know the ground better than anyone else. But at the moment, it seems that they're now beginning to stretch the ball a little more. Instead of playing in the corner, they need to spread it midfield and then over the right-hand side.
Yes, and it's clearly evident, Keith, that Empire is holding the ball a bit too long. Some of the players playing a bit too individual, need to share it some more. And now we have the compliments to the light. Shot coming in from Benfica, but about 20 yards away from the target. So nothing too special that would give the goalkeeper of Empire any real trouble. Ball at Empire possession, playing on the right. And players playing from the right.
They're probably here us in the commentary room. They're probably here us say they must go on the right-hand side to create that opening and that space.
Well, they have a lot of experienced players, so even if they may not hear us, they should know where the game is lacking.
We're in the last minute of the game. Empire 1, Benfica 1. The lady here over our shoulder, she's in all red, so she has to be supporting Empire, for sure. That's halftime, Kev. A good half. We've asked for goals. We've seen 2. Benfica coming back into the game strongly after going a goal behind. So at halftime, Empire 1, Benfica 1.
So Keith, I'm going to put you on the spot a bit. Don't turn off your mic. Being the professional coach that you are and were.
Thank you.
If you were the coach of each of these teams, what would you be telling them now at halftime?
Well, first of all, at halftime, I would only speak to one team. But then
hypothetically.
Then you would have to work on which team I would speak to. But let us say I'm dealing with Empire. I would not have wanted the team to concede a goal just before halftime. Be tight at the back, keep possession, and if you got possession, the other team can't get the ball. They give away a free kick, and they give away a corner, and they were punished. If I was the coach of Benfica, I would say, well, you're back in the game. Let's go for broke in the second half. Have a blessed evening.
Well, Keith, I'm sure that you'll send them your bill for the professional analysis as coach. Good job. And now we're going to take a break as we pay some bills.
Triple H Tours can handle all of your transportation requirements. Airport transfers, guided tours, weddings, and so much more. Whether you're here for business or here for pleasure, cruise through Barbados using this punctual and reliable service that exhibits reasonable prices. Call 1-246-234-0683 or 1-246-261-6701 or email dhunter_9@hotmail.com to guarantee an eloquent experience. Triple H Tours.
Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch, you can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop. Visit Ayers Meat Shop today for all your poultry, pork, beef, lamb, and fish needs. Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch, you can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ayers Meat Shop.
Goalkeeper Sports Bar, Licorice Village, Moyrorch Hill, St Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 427-3168. Mobile number 826-0137. Lunchtime, Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. On Wednesdays, cow heel soup. Fridays, meal cuckoo. Saturday mornings, souse. Friday night, karaoke starts at 8 p.m. The Goalkeeper Sports Bar, 427-3168 and 826-0137. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as 78 Barbados dollars daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery, fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com. And our Facebook, it's Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC invites you to the Caribbean's premier international veterans football tournament on the beautiful island of Barbados. Combined sightseeing, soca music, sumptuous food, sun, sea, sand, surf, and of course fabulous football. Whitsun Weekend, Friday 26th through Monday 29th May 2023. Follow us on Instagram at BIMFC246 or at Trevor Thorne Scores. On Facebook, visit Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic. Our YouTube channel is BIMFC Masters, and find us on our website at www.bdsmfc.org for all tournament details. C&C Trucking and Equipment Rentals Limited, Jackson St. Michael, BB11016. Services: excavators, mini, mid and full size, bobcat, roller, brush cut services, light crane truck, dump truck, heavy equipment transport. Supplies: cement, sand, stone, marl, topsoil, soil mix, both load or bag. Rentals: aquaprops, scaffold, plywood, generators, hill-tee, wheelbarrows, plate compactors and concrete mixers. Telephone: 246-424-8529. Mobile: 246-230-2219. Fax: 246-425-2322. Email: cctrucking@caribsurf.com. C&C Trucking and Equipment Rentals Limited, Jackson St. Michael, 246-424-8529. We aim to please. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as $78 Barbados daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery, fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number: 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com, and our Facebook, it's Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices.
So welcome back to the live action, and of course for the YouTube fans and those who would have wanted to watch, you won't be getting the video feed, but you will certainly be getting the audio feed from our commentators here at the Empire Club Pavilion, Roadbank House in Michael, Barbados, West Indies, in the Caribbean. This is set the scene for you. The lights are up and running. And the field has been lit quite nicely by these Williams Industry floodlights. Thank you very much to Williams Industry as well for partnering with us and allowing us to function in this way. Late Sunday evening, sun is now setting, but we realize that we could possibly be running into a night situation with the light fading fast, and we won't want you to be playing football in the dark at all. And therefore, we're going to bring you the live commentary through the audio. And while we're doing that, we have a special guest with us this evening. We like to create history, and therefore, we aim to please. You just had Kel on my left. On my left as an inside left attacking midfielder. He will play the ball to me. And me, of course, I need to behave myself because the referee is always in charge. That's what we learn in football. They're always in charge. Show them respect and they will allow you to play the game at a very high level. And also, refereeing at a very high level, CONCACAF and FIFA level, is a lady that loves Masters football. She loves football in general. She's also an ace basketball referee as well, and a top FIFA referee as well. So, without any further ado, a quick word from the lady herself, Miss Gillian Martindale. It's 1-1, Gillian, and welcome to the CSI microphones, BIMFC and OBL-FIT. And I want to say at the same time, it's been a joy working with you all season long. And it's your chance to just have a few words and let us know exactly what you're into now. I know you're back with the Masters. Are you still doing basketball as well?
Good evening, Trevor. Nice for having me with the crew. No, basketball? No, not really. I don't do basketball anymore.
No more basketball?
No basketball anymore. Well, as of now, no basketball.
Gotcha.
And actually, BIMFC is the first football tournament I did since COVID. So that means that you're special.
I'm special.
Yes.
We special over here.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Gillian.
Yes. And yes, I do love Masters football because when I first started refereeing, apart from women's football, then it was Masters football. And I love it because I learned a lot from the players in Masters football. So kudos to the players in Masters football.
Right, great going. Now, the ball just went off the field. I think it'll be a free kick. I see your colleague, Mr. Andrew Herbert. He's about to take charge of the restart. He says the ball needs to go further back. And he does that because obviously he don't want to give any advantage to anyone. He wants to be precise in what he's doing, correct?
Yes. It's important for the referees to manage the situation, okay, because you don't want to steal yards. The game so far, I think it's now starting to pick up, starting to have a flow.
Yep.
The first, say, 10, 15 minutes, it was pretty slow. The referee didn't have much to do, hardly made any calls in the match. I think a big call he made was the goal that led to Benfica's equalizer.
Yeah, the free kick that led to Benfica's equalizer.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was a handball decision outside the penalty area. Mm-hmm. Obviously, because from my angle, it looked as if the player had actually made himself bigger. So as the ball hit his hand, then the referee correctly made the decision outside the penalty area to award the free kick. From that play led to a corner, and then from the corner led to the initial header. So that was good on the referee's behalf and good teamwork between him and the assistant referee. So far, I think the refereeing crew is having a pretty good, decent game. Not much fouls, right? Just managing and controlling the game. So good job so far to the officials.
Right, thumbs up to the officials then. Doing a good job so far. Let's see if we can stay in tune with them and keep on the ball. Here we have Ricardo Davy Clark giving that ball away. Here comes Lashley, 50-50. Clearance made this time by Grimes. Good work from Empire, putting the pressure on. Lashley with the clearance over to this right-hand side. Benfica in possession. That's a nice little sombrero pass one man. As Benfica look to go down the right-hand side. Instead, it's Andy Coward, I believe that is, on the left-hand side. Cuts the ball inside. Cut out at the back from the Empire lads as they look to squeeze and go down the left this time. Coward again. Ball through the space. Nice little dummy. Into an attacking position here. Into the space it goes now. Looks like Warner will get to it in time. He does so. Floats it with the left. Out comes the keeper. takes it cleanly. Good take from Tyrone White. 34 on all clocks here. Again, Benfica under a little bit of pressure. Empire with a turn as they look to put this one on goal. Good clearance, still into the attack. That one easing into the 6-yard box, and out comes keeper White to take it in the left hand, and he will use his penalty box, 18 yards in any direction that would be, and the clearance is made. Clark with the defensive header in towards Bowen for Benfica, and then the clearance again made by the Empire number 20 on this occasion as they dress back, and of course Empire coming out of their defense now with some attack down the left hand side. Benfica again winning the ball. Looks like 50-50 percentage possession at this point in time, and I guess with that type of percentage, Gillian, nice clean play from both teams. 50-50% possession, not much for the officials to do.
No, not at all, not at all, not at all. Not at all.
Right, so when it's like
the
that...
game, the pace is slow, okay?
Yeah.
And they're trying to put some passes together. So it's easier for the referees to get in the best position possible to see. And so far, Mr. Herbert is doing a very good job of getting close to the play. He also has a lot of experience on the line with assistant referee number 1, Toya Dean, who was very instrumental in the first half in calling a couple of fouls for him, although he was close, but that was also a good team effort. So once the game is at a pace, then that the referees can maneuver and get in a good position to get the good angles to see, then it makes it easier on the players. Because when the whistle blows, there's no question. And so far, we haven't had any of the players challenging the referee's decision, even the handball close to the penalty area. As you can see, the referee just went down to the free zone. For those of you guys who don't know what the free zone is, the referees are asked to get very close to the benches, because if there's any challenges in that area, then you could also get a reaction from the benches, which can cause some sort of confrontation between the on-field players and the substitutes. So we need the referees to get as close as possible to the players and just let them play.
Right. So that's, you said the free zone?
Yes, the free zone. Free zone.
Okay.
Free zone.
Close to the benches and substitutes
Yes.
and management.
In the technical area, actually,
area.
is and any side is on both sides of the field.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right. So we're making that very clear, and we're learning some stuff here as well as our ace cameraman Alan looks on. I'm sure he's admiring Gillian's comments. Keith, we're now about 37 minutes into it. Any difference in the score, you think, from how you're seeing the play go?
I want to go back to Miss Martindale first of all, because when I played, they did not have any female referees. You had John Chandler, Hitler Downs, and lots of top referees. And based on my travels throughout the Caribbean, Bajans tend to do like their own. She is one of the best referees I've ever seen. And she would tell you that when it was more mobile, she and I would always have chat. She is an outstanding lady. And I must say, I feel blessed to be next to you, Miss Martindale.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you many more times, teaching the players in Barbados discipline, because if we can do it at the master's level, you should be the one leading Barbados forward as far as refereeing is concerned from a female perspective.
Thank you, Mr. Griffith. You were also very instrumental and very helpful in my refereeing development, because I remember when I met you, I think you were actually the technical director for the Football Association, and you first saw me referee. Like, we would have conversations, and it was at a time where, you know, I felt all alone, but with people like you to encourage me and to actually like speak to me about football. There were things about football that I never knew. Actually, I'll tell you this, I never played football, but somehow I became a FIFA World Cup referee, thanks to you.
You're blessed, and I'm happy to know, but I was never technical director, technical advisor. I do not
Technical
know.
advisor, my
I
apologies.
want to say this proudly. I am a man born in the New Orleans, Chapman Lane area. But for some reason, I have never been able to be the technical director of Barbados football. But I'm blessed, and I'm here this evening next to the best female referee in the Caribbean, Miss Martindale.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm here perched in perfection, basically. Two top ones. And I trying to aim for the top as well as far as CSA and the commentary goes. 39 on the clock. Will we get a winner? We don't know, but what we do know is that we have expert analysis from Keith Griffith, BSS, and of course Gillian Martindale, who has traveled the world on World Cup duties in the CFU and CONCACAF region. Here we go, Benfica down the right-hand side. They'll cut to the left foot. He fakes the shot and goes for a pass instead. Nothing for Gaskin to do as far as goalkeeping goes. He's a little annoyed because Benfica are making inroads on that right-hand side. And he wants the likes of Graves and King and Williams to stop the Benfica from coming through that area. Because if they do, then he's under pressure as a goalkeeper. And therefore, you wouldn't want to have to make saves when his defense should be doing some work. At present, 1 goal apiece in this, the final game of the evening. We come back next week for a lot more as we pull up those stats for you and let you know where we will be and where you can follow us, of course. Let's start with where you can follow us. BIMFC Masters on the YouTube channel will normally broadcast the games and give you the live commentary at the same time. The video side of it is at present not on, but the audio is. And of course, the last 2 matches that we had this afternoon were both actually live on the YouTube channel. That would be Trents versus Mapp West Highgate Hall, of course. That went live, and of course, and as well as that, the Paradise Masters 50's edition, Paradise Masters 50's edition 2, exactly unified 0. Trents won 1-0 over Mapp West. Those 2 matches you can see on YouTube. Once you join us, like, subscribe, follow on the YouTube channel, BIMFC Masters. Corner kick to Benfica. Lashley will deliver onto the penalty spot. Defensive header. Second, in fact, I thought that was going to be the second header, but it wasn't. Benfica take possession. Left foot shot coming in. And there's a good save and good footwork from Gaskin as he comes out in front of us. Calls some instructions for Clark to play it down the line to goal scorer Barry Scantlebury. And he was going to flick it outside because a player from Benfica is on the surface. And good sportsmanship there, Gillian,
Yes,
from young Scantlebury to get the medical attention on for the Benfica man.
Yes, the referee is going to check to make sure that everything is okay. It wasn't a foul. The referee just happened to stop the game because...
So as you know, Gillian, once it's not a foul,
it was never a foul.
His next move now will be to restart with a drop ball.
Yes.
Yeah, one time they used to put the ball on the surface, I believe, but now they drop the ball on any of these occasions.
Yes. So the ball is dropped to the team that last had possession of the ball. Right? If you want to play a fair play, then the referee can ask, but it's up to the teams to decide if they want to play a fair play or not.
Fair play, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Rules.
Trevor, if you just give me a moment with Miss Martindale. When I was playing Miss Martindale in the 60s, etc., you will call the players and you will explain to them, I'm the referee and these are my 2 linesmen. There's no word named linesman anymore. Referee's assistant. Please explain that.
Okay, so in my time coming up now, in the new era, I came up and heard assistant referees. So now from assistant referees, they're called the match officials. Okay, because the 4 officials, you have a center referee, 2 assistant referees, and a 4th official. So now in the new era, in the new laws of the game, they are known as the match officials. Right, and those together control the match. So once upon a time, all the responsibility would be left up to the referees to make majority of the calls, but now you have assistant referees actually assisting the referees. So the match officials assist the referees in the match, right? So the referee is not the one taking all the responsibility anymore. If the assistant referees are in the best position, have the best view, those are the ones that are responsible to assist the referee, right?
And finally, what do you think about VAR?
VAR? I think VAR is good because we need to make the correct decisions in the match. Okay, so anything that helps the referees to make the correct decisions in the match and to manage the match to his or her best ability. Like,
So you see why I rate you so high? I rate you highly, very high.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so all the information coming. You can't say that you have not been educated on the 2023 BIMFC OBL-FIT stream. We work with the best here, and you'll see the best within the coming month, in fact coming 2 months, the 26th to the 29th of May 2023. We believe that Empire will have some of those games. Ball into the box, defensive header. We believe that Empire will have some of those. We're working on the pitch, as you can see at this point in time. We're molding it and grading it so that by the time we get to May, it'll be lush green. And of course, ready for those international teams. Confirmation of the Canadians, the UK posse, those out of the United States, from many of these states are coming over. And of course, our Caribbean neighbors. Before he left home today, there he was, the phone rang, and on the phone was this gent. Hey, bitch, what's going on, man? Out of Trinidad and Tobago. He said, brand new team. I want to figure out what's the details to get to Barbados for BIMFC. So that's another brand new team. Trinidadians based there, plus they're dotted across the states. They're going to meet right here to try to take away the trophy, the money, and the bragging rights in BIMFC. Here we have another ball required, Julian. We got two. So the ref will perhaps send one off and allow for the other one to come. I think the other one got lost, came back. So those two balls can be collected. Folks, the ball that went over the fence has come back as well as we continue here this evening as well. Julian, are you involved in the BIMFC circle, meaning that every year they go at Whitsun weekend and they run this fabulous tournament with all the international teams? Would you be able to tell us if you were ever involved and if you're still involved? I'm almost sure I saw you in 2019
Yes,
at the BFA turf, of course.
Yes, I was there in 2019, but the last competition at the National Stadium, I was not there.
Right, 2022. We moved to the National Stadium to create some history because we wanted the Masters to play on a grass surface. Obviously, before the stadium would be demolished, we wanted to be there first. So we did a bit of a tidying up, made sure it was good to go. But the surface was always excellent. So it's the last time football will ever be played there under those under the previous, the way it was, engagement. It's going to be knocked down, we understand, and there will be a brand new stadium there. So BIMFC will be known for the last organization to hold a tournament there as well. So we create history sometimes wherever we go. And here too, it's the first Masters tournament to be run on a YouTube channel, as far as we know, in Barbados for sure, and perhaps in the Caribbean region as well. We do see some clips coming out of the USA. But for sure, we know we're pioneers and we want to remain that way. We love the feedback that you're giving us so we can consider to make progress. At present, 1 goal apiece. Benfica 1, Empire 1. Will we get a second goal from Gillian first and then Keith Griffith? What do you think, Gillian?
Well, the way how things are looking, I was just saying that the tempo of the game has dropped a little, right? So we're into the 40th minute. And I guess the teams are kind of can't wait to hear the referee's whistle and feel comfortable with a draw. But so far the tempo of the game has gone down. Luckily, the referee's intensity is still above the game, so we'll see on the final whistle.
Yeah, from you, Keith, any predictions, or you reckon a 1-1?
No predictions, but what I want to say to Miss Martindale is, I just want you to speak and let the ladies listen carefully how to keep yourself fit. She don't put on 1 ounce of fat since I knew her, which is many years. So, Miss Gillian, would you tell the young ladies that are here what to do to keep themselves healthy and fit? Because she is deep inside her 40s, but extremely fit and fitter than a lot of the players that we are seeing.
Okay, so from 4 years old, I've always been exercising, always been involved in sport. So exercise is like taking a shower to some extent. Then your diet has a lot to do with it, like how you eat, when you eat, what you eat, and then also having a healthy mind. And this is something that I learned in my latter years. And I'm 49 years old, sadly, but good, 49 years old. And I feel like, say, 25 years old. So what I can recommend...
Praise the Lord.
What I can recommend is a healthy diet, getting lots of rest, a healthy mind, and just
be disciplined.
Living and having some God time as well.
And be disciplined.
And be disciplined, yes.
Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.
Thank you
As
very
we
much.
go inside the last 3 minutes, neither team seemed capable of having that discipline to get a second goal. So it is still Benfica 1, Empire 1. So all the footballers, all the ex-footballers, you hear what the referee has said. Keep yourself fit and eat the right things and get, say that again? Carrots, beets, and you can add on.
So there you have it, ball over the crossbar and over the fence as well. 50 on our clocks. It certainly looks as though they're going to take a 1 apiece scoreline here. 1 point for Empire, doesn't move them very far. 1 point puts them on 5. And still in what looks like 7th position. Benfica, well, they're rock bottom, stuck to the bottom. And what that 1 point will do is move them into 10th place and leave Carlton Wanderers to take the cellar position instead. So some progress being made by Empire, but not much being done. Progress being done by Benfica, but not a lot being done by Empire on this occasion. But hey, lots going on as we say a bit of farewell to 1 or 2 of the BLM Masters top men, including John Nobby. John Nobby for sure. You know, he was a top man in his day, still is a top man at this point in time. Arnold Braffett going there as well, and the rest of the crew. We'll see you right back in these locations next week. That ball all the way back to Whitehall, take it cleanly. And as we get ready to give you next week's lineups, the final whistle has gone, Keith, and therefore with it, the handshakes all around from both Benfica and Empire. And as they do that, we will then give you a hop, skip, and a jump to next weekend, the 25th and 26th of March. And what we're doing is on the Saturday, we have 2 matches, Exactly Unified and Empire at 4, Winstead Enterprises, BLM Masters and Paradise at 5. And then, listen carefully, all other matches go to Sunday, the 26th of March, and we're going to Ruby Sports Club, the former home of Texaco Sports Club on Spring Garden. And we run 3 matches in the 50s and 3 in the 35s. The 3 in the 50, Will the Royalty against Carlton Wanderers at 3. Benfica coming up against Matt West Haggett Hall at 4. And at 5, Trents taking on RX Pro Vintage Masters in that 5 p.m. matchup. On the other side of the field, because Rubis has 2 pitches, and we're looking to make some adjustments to those pitches this week. They'll be wider, they'll be longer as well. You'll get a better run out, but the surface, as you know, is brilliant. And in the over 35s, kicking off at 3, In fact, kicking off at 3 o'clock, that would be Carlton ATP against Allen School, followed by Dayton Griffith and Deacons. And the 5 p.m. match then is Mavericks against OBL-FIT. There you have it. Check the social media handle at BIMFC246 on Instagram or Trevor Thorne Scores, and you'll see the same fixtures for next week right there. You'll see the results of these games and the standings as well. Congratulations to both teams. Points all around. Maurice Garson at the helm, head coach at this point in time. He's limping a little bit, but I'm sure he's probably happy with the draw at this stage. As we say, the final words for Keith and for Gillian before we sign off here as well. But at present, a nice evening had by all at the Empire Club. To the spectators and those on YouTube, thank you very much. Join us next week for much more. Final words from Keith, and then, of course, the female will send us home.
Gillian will wrap it up.
Gillian will wrap it up.
Yeah,
Keith?
again, Trevor, thanks for inviting me out. Like I said earlier, it's a blessing to be here with all of the young players who I had coached before. And to be next to Gillian was also a blessing. She have always been a good friend, and I wish her well. And to God be the glory. So, Gillian, you to wrap it all up.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure being here tonight. Thank you for coming out to Empire Sports Club to support BIMFC Masters football competition. We look forward to seeing you at every outing. Sunday, come in. We have some matches. All roads lead to Rubis Spring Garden. So we're looking forward to seeing you, to coming out and supporting BIMFC. Get home safe and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gillian Martindale, ace referee, and now a CSI commentator. How do you like that? We continue to push the men and women. We now have at least one woman on board. We're looking for the other one. We can see her. She isn't ready yet. She's in training. And when she's ready, we'll present her to you. It's the only team that has female commentators in it, in the beautiful island of Barbados. CSI, BIMFC, OBL-FIT have done it. And with that, final words from yours truly, Trevor Thorne, on behalf of Alan and Jerry, of course, the tech team, as well as our drone expert. We want to say a pleasant evening to one and all. Continue to hang around because we'll be here for quite some time. Vibes coming to you very shortly. Compliments of the CSA DJs and Julian Anil. But until next week, when we come 6 the hard way at Rubis Sports Club, 3 on field A, 3 on field B. We'll let you know which team is playing where when we get there. But report for duty. Wildy Royalty against Carlton Wanderers at 3. Benfica against West Haggett Hall 4. Trents and RX Pro Vintage Masters 5. Those are the 50's. Also on Sunday next week, Carlton ATP. In fact, let's give you the other game for, let's give you the Sunday. Carlton ATP against Allen School at 3. Dayton Griffith and Deacons at 4. Mavericks and Allaway at 5. Those sets of games are at the Rubis Sports Club, Spring Garden, formerly Texaco, of course, as we say good evening to the Rubis staff as well. On the Saturday, we have 2 matches here at Empire, just to whet the appetite. Exactly Unified Empire coming at 4, and Winston Enterprises, Bela Masters and Paradise at 5. If you don't remember the whole deal, go to BIMFC 246 on Instagram, or go to Trevor Thorne Scores on Instagram. Also go to our Facebook page, Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic. The fixtures are there too. And you can also check with me before you leave, and I'll hook you up with all the fixtures that you need for next weekend as well. From me to you, thank you to the sponsors as well as we line them up and get them ready to roll, including Triple H Tours for all your taxi and trips around the island. Pick up, drop up, drop off at the airport, etc. Remember, it's Triple H Tours for all your transportation needs. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week for sure.
Triple H Tours can handle all of your transportation requirements. Airport transfers, guided tours, weddings, and so much more. Whether you're here for business or here for pleasure, cruise through Barbados using this punctual and reliable service that exhibits reasonable prices.
Located in the Aberdeen Jones Building, Gall Hill, Christchurch. You can purchase premium meat cuts specifically to suit your needs at unbeatable prices. You can also find us in the Glebe St. George and home delivery available island-wide. You can reach us at 256-2565 or 256-2629. Ears Meat Shop.
Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. 7-seaters, Jeeps, small cars, and mid-sized sedans. From as low as $78 Barbados dollars daily. Special conditions apply. They offer free pickup and delivery, fully loaded vehicles, visitor rental permits, comprehensively insured, GPS available, and ask about our leasing program. Find us at Lodge Hill, St. Michael, Barbados. Telephone number 246-243-4653 or 246-230-5850. Go to our website at www.scottdeals.biz. Our email address is kkscott@hotmail.com and our Facebook is Scotty's Cheap Car Rentals. Visa and MasterCards accepted. Scotty's Car Rentals. New cars, low prices. This week's Sweet Vibe Music Show on Hot 95.3 FM is powered by your favourite football legends, Melvin Ibo Oxley, Trevor Thorne and Julian Annell, and the crew at the Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC and the Old Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT for every single kick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, volley, half volley, hat-trick, brace, goal! Visit www.bdsmfc.org. Barbados Invitational Masters Football Classic BIMFC and the All Boys League Football Invitational Tournament OBL-FIT would like to thank our sponsors: Atlantis Submarine Barbados Inc., Banks Breweries, Barbados Police Service, and the Ministry of Transport, Works and Water, Barbados Football Association BFA, Barbados Football Referees Association, Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association BHTA, Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., BTMI, Bell Imagery Productions, Commentators Sports Incorporated CSA and the CSA Stream Team, Cooperators General Insurance, Doc Photography, Dover Beach Hotel, Duracell Batteries, the Board of Management of the Empire Club, the Mighty Blues, Ears Meat Shop, Fritz Customs, Heineken Zero, Hot 95.3 FM, Infinity on the Beach Hotel, Intimate Hotels of Barbados, Jara and Consultants Inc., Otis Williams and Mike Seals Cheers to Life Catamaran Cruise, Legendary Fish Cakes, Pavilion Road, Bank Hall, St. Michael, Making Moves, Massey Distribution Inc., Palm Beach Hotel, Results Auto Shop, Riverino Media, Rochcole Enterprises, Ross Travel Hotel, Rumstock, Whole Town, Sandals Resort and Sandals Royale, Scotty's Car Rentals, the A-Team of Curtis Hines and Paul Mears, the Sweet Vibes Radio Show with DJ King Bling and top selector DJ Black Spider, Terry's Food Truck Worthing Square, Tourism Development Corporation TDC, and Trophy World, of course. Thanks to you, all of our BIMFC OBL-FIT staff, Empire staff and members, as well as all of the residents around the Empire Club venue. So until next year, yours truly, Trevor Thorne from Commentator Sports Incorporated CSA is OUT out. Gone in 60 seconds.
Seafans Beach Bar and Restaurant, the hidden gem, nestled in Infinity on the Beach Hotel in St. Lawrence Gap, is open. We ensure that you can safely enjoy breakfast, lunch and dinner in our open-air setting, offering a sumptuous selection of tasty, affordable and locally themed dishes from our popular breakfast, our delectable lunch menu, and let's not forget our mouth-watering dinner. Seafans Beach Bar and Restaurant, every day, every meal.
Hi, I'm Renee, and we are absolutely looking forward to welcoming you to Infinity on the Beach. We offer staycations, and the reason people choose us is because we're located right in the heart of the Gap, within walking distance of everything, but when you come back to the hotel, you have your own respite. We are right on the beautiful Dover Beach, so we provide the perfect location for that mix of local excitement and entertainment and relaxing time on the beach. If you walk out of the hotel in either direction, left or right, you have a choice of restaurants, nightlife, and amenities. So you never lack for anything to do. And when you come back to our property, you have a number of things you can choose from as well, including our beautiful Seafans Beach Bar and Restaurant. The reason that many locals choose us, however, is because they say that when they come to stay with us, we make them feel like a tourist. And we're very, very proud of that fact. So please, when you're looking for somewhere to spend that relaxing weekend getaway, we invite you to come stay with us at Infinity on the Beach.